your back.
I'm fat. That's the problem.
Okay.
I'm fucking old. I'm like.
Damn, I didn't know you like
piece of
saying the
shit.
quiet part out loud. Fuck six, bro.
Oh,
No
bro.
subtlety. There's no nuance to it. You're just blubber, right?
Well, at least I'm aware of it. It's better to be aware of it than be in denial.
That's true. No, I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
Fallout Season
Yeah,
2
literally.
sucks. Yeah, that wouldn't
That's
shock
some
me.
JT. That's some JT ass shit. William, stop making fun of my fucking weight.
Bro.
I'm not fat. I just have fat bones. Fucking stupid,
Rewind.
What the
stupid word. I
fuck?
wish I could say publicly, but I can't because you're live.
Publicly. Publicly.
Publicly,
I won't
can't say
call
the
that
insult.
word publicly. Like, goddamn.
Fallout 2 is the best Fallout game. That's been a popular take that I've heard.
Look, Fallout is a franchise where nothing happens.
Really? Okay, you're gonna piss off TK and Skids with that?
No, I did. TK, in fact, TK DM'd me saying you're right, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
What's up, Mess Jedi Cat? SK claims to be a champion for plot conveniences not mattering. Man, you claim to be... You're a champion for not listening to what I said.
Who said that?
Don't worry about it.
I think there's a line between convenience and contrivance, and one being bad and the other just being like literally just how the world works.
Yeah, that's what I explained in the video, where I just said, yeah, I don't really care if something's coincidental. I think there's a difference between that and things constantly happening where it just seems fake. So I know this movie is bad, but have you considered this is a movie about superheroes intended for man children? That's a good point. I didn't consider that. What's up, Spirit? Oh, City of Ember is here. He was in Skid's comment section trying to defend Fallout. Interesting.
What the fuck?
All right, City of Ember. If you got a disagreement, the weight room's open.
Doesn't he support Trump? And not even like, ironically, like for Arkham Knight.
Listen, City of Ember, don't move. Just listen, and I'll teach you the facts of life. Wolverine and Deadpool is trash? That is not a movie, Anthony. Wolverine and Deadpool does not exist. It's not a movie. Alright, we got someone. Move to chat room. What's up, Seabrick? You're on the line. What's your disagreement and tell us why? Seabrick?
Please don't be Deadpool and Wolverine. Please don't be Deadpool and Wolverine. Please don't be Deadpool and
Seabrick,
Wolverine.
you're on the line. What is your disagreement?
Seabrick! Wake up! Click the mute button!
Well?
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
I
Well.
fucking hate you, Seabrick. I
Oh,
fucking
oh.
hate you. There you go.
Seabrick, you're on the line. What's your disagreement and tell us why?
You're finally unmuted. Good. I'm glad that happened.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm glad that happened. I hope he got really offended.
Someone in chat said, the Enforcers versus the 1/10 Intelligence. Who takes the W?
The Enforcers? They're way better.
Well, that's the here's the thing. The 1/10 Intelligence has like higher meme quality, so I don't know. That's a hard question.
They would lose, but it would be really funny.
Yes. All right, Fidge Font. Fidge Font, you're on the line. What is your disagreement, and tell us why?
Hello.
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 What's up?
Hey, is this thing working? That much?
Yep, it's working.
All right, good. So, my disagreement is basically you said how Deadpool Wolverine, if his relationship, like, what the fuck was that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I just stubbed my toe. I think it was the what the fuck is that stupid corporation called? CTV, whatever the
The
fuck.
TVA.
Yeah, the TVA. They stubbed my toe.
Oh, good.
That's what happened.
But yeah, my disagreement is, while I do believe that Deadpool and Wolverine is kind of a mid movie, I kind of preferred Deadpool 1 better. However, I don't believe that, well, it was very rushed, as you say, because, well, we already know much of Vanessa and Deadpool's relationship. I believe just showing them breaking up will kind of take too much time off the movie. It'll make it feel a lot more slower.
I mean, I don't know how that makes it bad, though, because in Deadpool 1, they took the time to focus on that.
Yeah, but at the same time, they sprinkled it down with some action.
You can do the same thing here.
Touche. I'm sorry, I'm so fucking tired. I'll just go.
All right.
I hate you.
Okay.
I fucking hate you.
Why did he sound like Muscle Man for a second?
I don't
He is
know.
Muscle Man.
This isn't disagreement, but I was wondering what you thought of Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman.
Wait, why is he back?
He wasn't in
bro,
there.
my disagreement is I like Deadpool.
What was that last comment, Liam? What was that last comment? What was that last comment? What was
Oh,
that last
I fucking
comment?
hate you.
What was that
I
last comment?
fucking hate you.
No, I hate you.
I hate you.
oh,
Bro, what was
I
that
hate you
last
too.
comment,
He wants to
bro?
fight.
What was that last comment, bro?
that's a
You want to fight,
fight.
bro?
What's the last comment, bro? That's all I hear.
Fight, bro?
That's a fight.
That is
You
a
wanna
fight.
bro?
Yes.
Let me know. I'm fidget fine.
Box for charity. Box for charity.
Holy shit! Can we
Box
just
for
get someone
charity.
else? Can we get someone else? Jesus.
We're still
Hey,
waiting.
shut up. Hey,
Okay,
Hey, shut
I'll
up.
meet you. All right, Fridge Font. I'll meet your ass in Creator Clash 3 whenever that comes out.
That's never
I will
happening.
beat you in Minecraft. Hey, listen, if you show me more time, I'm gonna slap
Get
the
your
crap
ass
out
off
of
the
you.
virtual world. Meet me in Creator Clash, bro.
All right, there's someone else in the DD thing. Just get him in here.
I'll do it.
Alright.
This nigga out, bro.
I'm crying. Nobody's lining up to defend these movies.
No one is.
What is up, Troco? What?
That's a terrifying profile
I
picture.
fucking hate you all.
Okay.
What just
Bro,
happened?
no one's here to disagree. This is agreement day. No one wants to join.
Oh. Well, City of Ember says, I would rather debate the Wonder Woman movie is good, and I would rather talk about that because I have seen that movie a lot. Well, alright,
No,
City
if
of
you
Ember,
join here, we're talking about Trump.
join VC. Join VC, City of Ember, so we can talk about Wonder Woman.
Liam, we're fucked.
What are you talking about?
We're fucked, bro. This disagreement day is ass.
Give it time.
I mean, if it's ass, it's SK's fault. If it's good, it's our fault. Like, well, what's the downside, BJ?
It's our fault if it's good.
Yeah, but if we're getting City of Ember of all people, Doug, come on.
We'll see how it goes. He seems
My
eager.
fucking middle
Just don't-
finger hurts.
Literally, just don't hold back. And our justification will be that he supports Trump. That's all you need to say.
Sorry, didn't mean to join. My bad.
He
Okay.
does.
Okay, we're...
Hold on.
Well, I've had some shooters on Wonder Woman in that video. There was a guy that who posted AI generated responses on the call-in videos about the AI thing, which is funnily ironic. I saw him return to post AI generated defenses of Wonder Woman and Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, I'm not engaging with that. PJ, it's asked because no one can defend Deadpool and Wolverine and Wonder Woman. Well, that's the thing. We got people in my comments were disagreeing. It's like they gotta show up. They gotta show up. Like somebody commented on the Wonder Woman video saying, "Oh, so you say this is bad, but you praise Superman 2025." It's like, yeah, I do. I'll do what I can.
I don't even agree with SK's
I do
Deadpool
what I
series video.
can. It was Starkstar.
Probably was Stark Star.
Dude, we need Starkstar.
No.
Get him back in here then.
No.
Get him back in here.
No.
Get him.
No.
Get
We're
him back in
We're
here.
gonna hang up on him. We're gonna hang up on him.
Why'd you hang up then? Why'd you hang up? Get him in here. Get him in here. Get him in here. Get him
We
in
should
here.
get chilling at Cedar Rapids. Oh God.
I already know the moment that happens, Prime's gonna rush into the fucking call.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, dude! I would not allow Prime to come in the call live with
Bro,
Stark Star.
Fallout
That's gonna be
Season
a
2
mess.
sucks. I haven't gotten
Why,
to
bro?
Fallout Season
That's
2.
discrimination.
I'll be watching episodes
I don't
5
even
and
need to
6 with
explain that.
TK and others on Saturday or Sunday. So we'll have to see.
We need to.
I want to disagree with
watch
SK. Is that so wrong? Yeah, remember, this is Disagreement Day. I don't want agreements. I want fighting. I want hate.
We need a watch party regular show.
We do, yeah.
We need to watch Party
He's saying I'm a
Friendly Neighborhood
doxer?
Season 2.
Well, I'd love to see where I've done that. I'll gladly debate about Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm confused. Alright, join the stream. Join VC.
Who's joining?
Someone said they'll gladly debate it.
Finally.
No, all you need to do is claim it sucks, make any random point, and it's bound to be valid. That's how bad it is. Alright, let's drag them in. Alright,
Oh, God.
what is your disagreement, and tell us why about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sure thing. Okay, sorry, I had to fix my audio for a second.
All good?
So I did get late to the stream, so I'm not sure what y'all's points against it have been, but like, I will say I'm definitely thrown off at the fact that you praise Superman 2025, but have a problem with Deadpool and Wolverine. Because like,
Indeed.
both are heavily flawed, but I'm confused why someone would like Superman 2025 more than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Because Superman 2025 is a good film.
Is it though?
I would say it is, but we're not here to talk about Superman 2025. We'll talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. So,
Right.
Deadpool and Wolverine, I have a whole video on it, but just to sum up why I think it's bad, I think Deadpool and Wolverine have rushed characterization. I think Deadpool is out of character at a few points. The plot doesn't make sense, the world building doesn't make sense. And that's really the gist of it.
Okay, I can definitely see what you would mean by Deadpool being a little out of character. I will admit, him wanting to be an Avenger did throw me off the first time I saw it. But like, I do like the overall message of the film, especially the ending.
I mean, that's...
Because I feel like it definitely works in this modern day in terms of sorry, got my thoughts unmixed for a second. I really liked the message that it overall had at the end, and I do think that like Deadpool may have been out of character, but I think the story makes up for its explanation, and I think Wolverine is definitely what sold the film even more. Like, I admit it was a little crazy to be thrown in with a completely different Wolverine than the one from Logan and the past X-Men films, but I think they did a good job giving you an idea of like exactly who his character was,
Okay.
and really lets you connect the dots.
Okay, I have a question. So this version of Wolverine in the movie that we have, why do you care about this version of Wolverine? What's the investment in this version?
His costume.
Honestly, it's the whole concept that he let his X-Men team down, and I really think, I will say, I think what really sells it is Hugh Jackman's performance, because I do think with any other actor, it might not have worked, but because he convinces you that he's a man filled with regret, I really feel like out of all of the like heroic characters with regret, he sells it better than a lot of other ones do. He's, and in my opinion, he's kind of like a better written version of the Star Wars 8 Luke Skywalker, if we're, kind of comparing like regretful mentor characters.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd call him a
And like
mentor character, but I would certainly agree this is better than what Last Jedi did with Luke Skywalker. But
That's
the
because
reason,
Last Jedi is pure evil.
yes. But yeah, the reason I asked this question is because, yeah, he does have that whole thing about how he let his world down, but they don't really go further into that other than he let them down. Like, they just have exposition for it. But in terms of when we actually see his character on screen, like, what does he do with his screen time that's interesting? Because I think, like, the only material you can really pull from are things that are in relation to the Fox version of Wolverine, in terms of what there is to be interested about.
I will admit, you do make a good point with that. Like I do wish we got a flashback or maybe like a cold open to the film somehow, which I guess would kind of make it hard to do since they already had a different opening. Like, I do admit we probably should have had a full flashback instead of the recycled footage when Cassandra went through his mind. Because I do admit, if it was someone who's not seen the Fox films, it would be very confusing.
I mean, yeah, it's less so about confusion. It's more so about, like, what the movie's relying on for the audience to care about this character. I think there's just not enough for this version of Wolverine to stand on his own. He talks about how he's inspired by Charles Xavier. I have no clue who that is besides in the Fox verse when I'm watching the movie. So that's just them once again relying on the Fox universe rather than doing what they can with this version of Wolverine to develop him.
I will admit, this film does fall into that trap of using nostalgic characters that other people might not have seen or mentioning them. Like, I will admit, it like Spider-Man No Way Home also falls into this trap of if someone's not watched the Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield movies, they're gonna have like it's gonna be hard to connect with it. Like, I can totally see where you're coming from with, if you've seen the Fox movies, then you have an idea of who Xavier is. But if you haven't, yeah, it is a very difficult trap.
I mean, I was thinking less so, like, because even if you have seen those movies, there's really nothing about, like, this version in isolation to really care about that much. Because at least with No Way Home, Toby and Andrew are building off their movies, their series of movies. So if they're relying on material from those movies, that's fine. But with this, in Deadpool and Wolverine, he just seems to be relying on things established about a different version of Wolverine, instead of building its own version.
I never thought about that before, but man, I hate to say it, you actually raised a really good point with that. I didn't think about that before.
Alright.
I really, like, they very easily convinced me that this was a Wolverine separate from the other Wolverines, but it's like, yeah, they do kind of take a lot of shortcuts with that.
Right, yeah. Alright.
I am curious.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. I am curious, what did you think of the villains for the movie, particularly Mr. Paradox and Cassandra Nova?
I think Cassandra Nova is fine overall, but I think Paradox is heavily inconsistent with his plan. He's quite stupid with it.
I will admit, he is very full of himself, which did make him really entertaining to watch. And I do kind of get where you're coming from with his plan being inconsistent, because it is kind of weird that he didn't just pull from the start. Well, after Deadpool brought Wolverine back with him and everything.
Well, I think the main issue is, like, so he reveals his plan, expects Deadpool not to do anything, and then when Deadpool does do something, he just sends guys with sticks after him that have no chance against him in a fight. When the TVA has access to superhumans. You also have the fact that Paradox is so worried about them being in the void as if that's like a big detriment to him, even though they routinely send characters in the void, like specifically so they're not a detriment. And even then, he sends someone like Pyro after them, instead of someone who's actually, like, that could kill them straight up.
And oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Oh man, I'm really getting okay. You and I admit it. I'm getting out debated with this one. I didn't think about that before either.
All right. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of issues, especially since like they have this concern about Cassandra Nova, how she's a lunatic wild card, so they threw her in there. I don't know why they couldn't just just cut her in half with the sling ring, because we know they can get Infinity Stones as paperweights, so that should also imply that they're able to get magic relics from the MCU and use it for whatever they need. So imagine if they used it on her.
Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't think about that either.
Yep.
All right, now I'm actually starting to understand why you said that Deadpool and Wolverine's like not a good film. I'm now really understanding, because like before I was too focused on because I think one of the things is I do really like the character building in it, in terms of I like the development that they gave Deadpool and Wolverine as a duo, and I especially liked like just overall I think the story is absolutely like fun. But I will admit, the more I look at it, I didn't consider so many of these pieces before.
All right.
It's kind of like it's funny because like my brother, he's not a big fan of it either, and like we debate about that one in Superman 2025, because like I actually like both films, Superman and Deadpool and Wolverine, but like my brother, he's very like critical of these things, and like he gets me to think, he points out stuff, and then it's like, oh, what was it he phrased it as? Oh yeah, it's one of those movies where the more you think about it, the more it falls apart.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think of that before.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I hate Deadpool and Wolverine.
Like I didn't mean to waste y'all's time.
No, that's
like
right.
I came prepared with like a full defense, but I didn't consider all these variables.
I don't even hate Deadpool and Wolverine because of the writing or whatever. I hate it because of how much we fucking talk about it. Fuck this movie.
Oh man. But yeah, that if that's all, then yeah, thank you for coming on. We'll go to another disagreement.
Deadpool's character assassinated for annoying me.
See you later.
All right, see you later. Thank y'all for having me on.
Yep. Goodbye. All right, City of Ember. All right, City of Ember. You have defenses for Wonder Woman.
Wait, we're going now?
Yeah. Do you know what the show is called?
Yeah. So I had to know he was off side.
So what's your disagreement with Wonder Woman? Do you think that's a good movie?
And Trump.
We're not going to talk about that. We're here to talk about Wonder Woman.
What do you disagree with what I said about Wonder Woman?
You said Wonder Woman is a bad movie because of the character being out of character, even though that's entirely untrue.
Okay, how is it not true?
You said that she could have stopped basically all the events that happened, but she can't be in basically everywhere at once.
So do you know how
Isn't she light speed?
don't even bother with that. Or the fact that I think they established the invisible jet in Wonder Woman 84, but whatever. We won't even get to that.
Is the jet light speed?
So you say that she can't be everywhere all at once, but she showed up in World War I in the movie
that is true.
to interfere. So why couldn't she do that in World War II? You know how long that lasted? Lasted many years.
Does she not know where Germany is? Can she not read a map?
Yeah, she can't sock old Adolf in the jaw.
I mean, I guess she could, but we don't know entirely what she was doing during that time.
We do. She said she left humanity behind because it was filled with horrors or whatever.
That's true.
So you understand how significant that is, right? That Wonder Woman literally allowed the Holocaust to happen. It's over 6 million people she allowed to die. You understand why that's really
Yeah.
bad writing.
Is her name Wonder Woman or Wonder Colin? I can't tell.
uh, what's this? All I'm saying is that you were in, if you were painting her a negative light. It's not like she was doing anything. It's not like she could stop basically every single war by herself.
But there were...
She let Hitler happen.
Yeah, she let Hitler happen. You understand, that's like Luke Skywalker allowing Hitler 2 to happen, Space Hitler 2 to happen, which he did in Last Jedi.
Oh wait, he did that.
Yeah, he did that. So she pulled a Last Jedi, basically.
Well, in Batman vs Superman, she just recently became hero, so she probably didn't want her secret identity to be
So her
discovered.
secret identity is more important than stopping the deaths of 6 million people.
Does Wonder Woman have an issue with Jewish people? Is that what you're saying?
Also, why did she show up in BVS at all then, if she cared this much about her identity? Also, she doesn't really have an identity anyway.
I mean, she does. None of the people in the place recognize her.
But she doesn't have an identity, though. She was just born as Diana in Themyscira. She's not like a citizen anywhere. She doesn't have documentation.
I'm pretty sure she has documentation in the US.
Yeah, she created documentation afterwards. But the point still, and that's a whole nother issue in itself.
Wait, why would she care about a secret identity anyways? Like who, like what, like
Yeah.
who is it to protect?
I don't know. She's half god, so people can experiment on her.
What?
Then why
Who's
did
gonna
she
catch her?
Why'd she intervene in World War I then?
Because she didn't know. Because she
Who's
wanted
gonna
to stop
experiment
Ares.
on her?
She wanted to stop Ares.
Yes, the god of war can't beat her, but you think humans are gonna capture and experiment on her?
Thanks for the 10, Larry Banks. Wish you did this yesterday. Yeah, I'll try to do more of these disagreement days. You'll have more of an opportunity.
Oh yeah, well, we are prepping some right now when we watch Attack of the.
Yeah, when
Paulson.
we saw Attack of the Paulson, yeah.
We
So,
gotta
but,
rage
like,
bait more Star Wars fans.
City of Ember, I don't see how it's in character whatsoever that, again, I showed clips in the video where she says, how dare you
Did
just...
you watch it?
Yeah, did you watch it? Where she scolds people for sitting on the sidelines and not helping out when they should. Talking about how you're supposed to die with the people on the battlefield. And she gets mad at Steve because she can't save everyone, because they can't save everyone at No Man's Land. And she says, no, that's what I'm going to do. But then she lets the Holocaust happen. She lets every genocide war in history happen. She lets Man of Steel happen, which was going to be worse, because that would wipe out all of humanity.
As far as I know, Wonder Woman wasn't around the area where that happened.
She was, because she was around in the first movie.
Oh. I know that Flash. I know that, of course, other characters couldn't help.
Didn't like Zod broadcast himself across
did.
the entire world?
Yes.
I know that Flash.
Because Zod's a
recently
moron,
got his abilities, and Cyborg got his powers recently.
That's a stupid thing for Zod to do too. Just attention, everyone. I'm invading.
And Batman did definitely try.
No, he didn't. Where was his bat costume?
Well, I'm
Well, like
confused. So,
Batman-
like, how is... So, you haven't explained to us why it's in character for Wonder Woman to let millions of people die from war and genocide.
Maybe she had a good reason.
What reason is there?
I don't know.
So, you don't know? But you're saying the
Yeah.
film is well written. But you can't extrapolate a
like-
reason from the film.
I've watched this film a lot. I like.
You've watched it a lot, and you can't come up with an explanation for why she allowed the Holocaust to happen.
I'll write something. I'll write something down and come back.
Okay, well,
to
you take care with that, okay? You take care.
That was fucking lame.
I was expecting a bit more. What's up, Raptor? Humans aren't doing shit to her. She's the daughter of Zeus. Exactly.
Alright.
Master
Emperor
Jedi Cat says,
Palast.
Liam, you cooked with your Luke Skywalker video. Good job. I agree
Of
with
course I did. Fuck that character. Fuck that movie. Vengeance for Luke!
Alright, Emperor Palace, you're on the line. What is your disagreement and tell us why?
I'm just kind of here to. Like, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I haven't seen Wonder Woman in a very long time. Like, not since it was released in theaters, so my opinion would be very iffy. But I just wanted to join to see if there was something that you liked or disliked that we could talk about.
So, when you join for Disagreement Day, like, you should enter in with the idea in mind, okay, he said this thing, I disagree with it, I know what I want to debate him on. Like, this is Disagreement Day, not find out what your disagreement is day.
This isn't discussion day.
Alright then.
So yeah, if you have something more prepared, you can go ahead.
Yeah, my apologies.
All good. Alright.
This is a broadcast to you all. We're not here to engage with our fans. We're not here to become your friends because you watch our videos. We are here to upset you, to rage bait you, and to beat you in a debate for the entertainment of people that give us money. Stop coming in here and thinking we're gonna be friends. Come in with a disagreement and fight, or get the fuck out.
Damn. It's funny as fuck that for all the shit Henry Cavill Superman gets for being a terrible hero, he's the most heroic of the DCEU Trinity because he didn't intentionally kill dozens of people or let genocides happen. Let's see.
He murdered
yeah,
babies.
Wonder Woman is the worst because not only did she allow genocide, she's also a rapist.
She's also pro-Palestine.
You mean anti?
Oh, whatever.
You
I'm not paying attention to that shit.
Oh my god. You don't know, bro. I didn't. Bro,
Listen.
Listen.
I don't know shit about politics.
I'm not brave enough for politics. Yeah. So, Wonder Woman's easily the worst. Henry Cavill's Superman versus Ben Affleck's Batman. So, I think. I think actually, yeah, Henry Cavill's Superman might be better because Ben Affleck's Batman intentionally killed a lot of people, whereas with Henry Cavill's Superman, he was just an idiot, right? So I guess you could say it's more of the fault of Batman, even if maybe he technically didn't cause
Krypton had
much
its
damage.
chance, and he murdered babies.
True, yeah. I don't know. I guess like with Superman, he's he does like maim Steppenwolf in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is kind of weird. Batman is stupid in Zack Snyder's Justice League, from what I recall. Batman is awful in The Flash. Like, holy shit. I don't know. I could go either or. I don't know who's worse between the two.
The Flash is the worst.
Cyborg helped a single mother in poverty. That's something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but would the government find out and arrest that mother or whatever?
Well, it's complicated, right? So, I think Cyborg would try to use his abilities to make sure it slips through the cracks. Like, he would modify whatever records they're using to try to make it seem like a legitimate. I think it's framed as like a lottery win. It's like, okay, I
Anti-record
believe
hacks.
like, okay, sci-fi tech, whatever. He's able to find a way around it. That's
I reject
fine.
that premise.
To be fair, Steppenwolf isn't the same as random thugs with families. Well, Superman doesn't know this guy. What if he does
Steppenwolf
have a
does
son?
have a family.
Well, in the
He
movie,
literally
I
does
don't
have a
know.
family. It's on Apocalypse.
Literally, the DCEU version of Batman is exactly who Arkham Riddler thinks Arkham Batman is.
That's funny.
I have a small disagreement, but I don't know if it's anything more than a nitpick, so I don't know.
If you don't know, don't join.
If you don't know, don't join. Well, think of it this way, right? The idea behind Disagreement Day is, okay, I saw him make this point. I vehemently disagree with this point. I want to debate this point. That's what the idea is behind it.
And if you don't know, don't join.
So if someone says, why doesn't Arkham Knight use unmanned tanks, or why does he use unmanned tanks if he put people inside there or put civilians on there, then it would have made it harder for Batman to kill them or whatever. It's like Liam would hear that and say, "All right, I want to join and debate you on that." That's the idea behind Disagreement Day.
Well, no, if I hear Arkham Knight, you're getting banned from Disagreement Day. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
that one's kind of just not available anymore.
Let's see. Well, since we're still waiting for some people, maybe we should just toss out some hot takes. Well, I don't know how hot of a take this is. Dark Knight Rises is trash. Let's see if this gets anyone in. Dark Knight Rises is a bad movie. The Fallout Season 1 show, or Fallout Season 1, so far, the first 4 episodes I've seen, they're pretty bad.
Fallout's trash.
I want to bully people, is that wrong?
I think my big speech finally scared people off from the stupid Disagreement Day, so now we have like just nothing.
People, yeah. Arkham Knight, where's Yax when you need him? You know what? Yeah, let's get Yax in here.
Nah.
We need Arkham Knight.
We're good.
We need an Arkham War.
I'm sick of hearing Arkham Knight fucking dog shit takes.
What rating for Rises? I think Rises is a 3 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I'll do this for Arkham if it's not Arkham Knight. Arkham Origins Blackgate has a shit story.
Damn, okay. SK, what's your opinion on the Birdman's video about Kino? I just found it very funny, so...
One of the greatest videos of all time.
Yeah, like, Liam and I were watching some of his Exposing the Grift, and we just determined, like, Birdman is objectively, like, the funniest YouTuber ever. Or one of the funniest. Like, he is so good with his delivery. He is so funny. Why does Riddler flood the city? Okay, goodbye. Well, is the Fridge guy gonna troll again? What's up, Fridge? Or Fidge, font.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. What's your disagreement to tell us why?
Okay. Now you're taking any disagreements at this point, correct?
Yeah.
Including ones that aren't just media.
I mean, I don't know what there would be besides media, but go ahead.
Let me just say I'm pretty neutral with things, but I don't really think AI is that bad.
Alright, so you've seen I assume you've seen the videos I responded to Colin on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a counterpoint that you have?
Well, yes, I do believe there needs to be some regulations in AI. I do believe you're wrong in saying that using AI in general kind of makes you lazy.
I don't think I said using AI in general makes you lazy. I think specific uses of it do. The uses that Colin did in his video were AI generating full comics, AI generating full, like, models wearing his clothes, and he's defending the usage of it for, like, using people's faces or voices for content. which is like a really bad idea. Imagine training an AI to literally replicate someone's voice and face to exact
SK
like,
has a loving
perfection.
mom and dad. This
Like
is why
you-
he keeps responding to me.
Like, you know why that's like an issue, right? That's you even give the technology the ability to create that, like, in an instant.
Yeah, but the comic, for example, I tried it. I was only able to make like one panel. No one's really just going to turn it into a whole full-blown manga. As for the whole
Well, that's irrelevant,
modeling
right?
thing,
So, what do you think the process of creating AI-generated panels is?
making art.
Are you making art, or are you inauthentically making it? By just taking people's shit?
Inauthentic. It's just comics. It's not really inauthentic. You tell it to make a comic, it makes the comic.
Okay, but what is authentic about that? You're telling a machine, create this based on other things that exist.
Well, I mean that one. Next one. Modeling.
Like,
I do believe that. What?
well,
I can see to that point.
okay, you can see it. Okay, go on.
Modeling, for example. Colin, he couldn't really afford models, which is I obviously think they're a little.
That's a skill
overpaid
issue.
in my-
I'm sorry, that's a
That's
skill
that's,
issue.
un-
un-
issue.
that's unironically a
Issue
skill
how?
issue. Because if
How?
you literally
How?
have AI to take a model, yo, shut up. If you have AI to try
Hey,
to
what we
model
talking?
you
Hey, hold
something,
on, you talking? Who you
oh
talking?
my god,
Would you
You're
let him
talking to
finish?
him,
Let
man.
him finish.
yeah, literally. If you were to let AI make you a model for you based off something, the thing about AI is that it's not personalizing what you're making. It's not gonna make what you want to make. It's gonna take, and this is the same thing with like drawing and animation. It's gonna take what's already made and try to like personalize it on its own like weird Frankensteinish style. That's why it's slop. AI is not going to do
Oh.
shit for modeling because the thing about modeling, the beauty about modeling is you doing it yourself. Just like you drawing. If you get AI to draw for you, it's not going to draw. It's going to copy. That's the difference.
Well, yes, I do agree that AI to just do all the work is pretty insane.
So then
I
what's your
don't
point
that-
on the modeling? Because that
I was
it
getting there. I was
applies
getting
to
there. I was getting
modeling.
there. I was getting there.
All right.
I do, however, believe that when it comes to modeling, you're just posing. Who really cares? I mean, those freaking models,
Well, what do you
AI
mean,
models,
who
they fool
cares?
me.
Do you think, like, the job of someone who models things doesn't matter?
Do you think Pixar should use AI to make their models for like future Toy Story movies?
Maybe inspiration, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask again. So the whole process behind using an AI model, like if we're using it for displaying products, or if we're using it for like a 3D animated film, I mean, what do you think the process is behind that?
They're just making products. Well, I do not agree with
But
AI.
like how?
being-
But how?
Excuse me. Sorry, I kind of.
But how are they making it? Are they using their own ideas? Are they actually applying skill, or are they just taking from things that are already made?
Well, that's the thing. They're taking from things that are already made. Therefore, they can't really be better than the human, authentic product.
So then why are you defending it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like I said, you guys are saying it's bad.
You're
It's not
acknowledging
that
your own
bad.
point. You're acknowledging your own disagreement. Like you're literally fighting yourself, and yet you're still arguing.
Here's the problem. It's not that bad because it's not good.
Okay, so do you think it should be used to
What do you
replicate?
mean it's not that bad?
Because
What
like
the fuck?
I brought up a lot of issues with how it can be used. Do you think it should be legal to replicate someone's face or voice with AI? Do you think we should be allowed to train
Replicate.
models to do that?
Well, maybe not replicate it. Maybe just make new faces.
But you have to use
Oh my
real human references to create these quote-unquote new faces.
Yeah, couldn't you still make something
Mhm.
similar enough?
Obviously, you can still just use human references to make faces in general. I mean, how else do they made Peter Parker's face in freaking Insomniacs?
Yeah, but the difference between that,
Those are
is-
actors. They get paid for
yeah,
that.
those
They're
are
not
actors.
AI. Those are real people. It's not a computer.
It's also not
Yeah,
an
those are face
instantaneous
models.
process.
Exactly. They're taking inspiration from a real thing, turning it into.
Well, no.
T-
There's
turning
a difference between
that's
taking
not the
someone's
same
likeness versus
Yeah.
having an actor volunteer for this. Two different things. And again, the use of face capturing or face models or whatever, that comes down to CGI, motion capture, that sort of realm. That's not the same as straight up generating someone's voice and face in an instant to near
Without their
perfection.
consent.
Because, like, yeah, if you want to frame someone, like, it is rare that someone would actually try making a CGI model of a real person to do this. Not only does your model have to look absolutely perfect and perfectly realistic, but also it has to be animated if you're, using it for, like, a fake video of someone doing something. It has to be animated in, like, a perfect way. And, like, that's just not realistically speaking, that's just not a plan someone would commit to if they want to frame someone. It's just not practical. Whereas with generative AI, if you're basically saying, yeah, just take my voice, take my looks, replicate it, I don't give a fuck. You do that, then you've basically written your own death certificate, because people can just use your likeness for very dangerous things. Like, imagine if, like, I were to call a family member of yours using your likeness, saying, hey, I need your help, go to this address right now. And then they get trapped. Or something like that. That's a big issue. Or you're in the legal system, right? You're trying to expose someone for an abuse case, and they reject it because, oh, well, it could be AI generated. Or, let's say they don't have that level of caution, and you turn in AI generated evidence, and they can't tell the difference between if it's real or fake, and they accept it anyway. Like, you understand how big of an issue that creates for something that's not even needed whatsoever.
Skill issue.
It's a skill issue that you can't tell the difference between something made to look realistic as possible versus
You're
something
such
that
a
is
fucking
realistic.
moron.
That
Holy
is not a
shit.
counter-argument.
You're actually such a fucking moron. If someone used AI and used your likeness to paint a fake crime, I won't feel bad for you, buddy.
Someone can literally
Listen, I
throw
get that
you in the
AI
F. You understand?
Very sorry to hear that.
Okay,
Someone could use AI to
you-
literally have you in the fucking Epstein files.
Yeah, you understand that literally Donald Trump, like, if what you're advocating for is the world that we get, then Donald Trump can literally AI generate you in the Epstein files and have you prosecuted. You understand how big of an issue that is, right? I mean, that's just a whole other thing. The government can use that against you. The government can literally use that to justify raiding your home.
No, that's great. It's a skill issue, dog.
And that's
And
the
the
thing,
government wouldn't use that.
because I've seen the disingenuous comparison to guns. Guns are something you need to defend yourself. Why do you need AI-generated material to defend yourself? That's not a defense. The only reason that would exist is to attack people. That's it.
Hey, God, did he just say the government wouldn't do that?
Wait. Yeah,
I
Fitch.
never said that.
Did you just?
He
What did you
said
say about the
that.
government?
What government?
Man, I wonder if the Germans said that during the reign of Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, the government wouldn't do that. They
Oh
wouldn't
my
send
God.
people into gas chambers. That would never happen.
Yeah, the government wouldn't do that.
Why would they do that? Tell me, why would they do that?
All right, he's
Why
trolling.
why would the government frame
He's
somebody
trolling.
for a crime?
No, he's trolling.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no
Goodbye.
way.
Goodbye.
They
Goodbye.
finally figured it out. They finally figured
Bye,
Goodbye.
retard.
No, he was
Goodbye.
trolling. I don't think he was serious the whole time.
So then he's just all right. So then we know not to let him into disagreement day.
You're just being a fucking asshole, man. Go fuck yourself, retard. Have a good day.
Well, yeah, we have
Anyway,
a lot of
I
fucking
heard-
trolls, and it's really annoying.
Anyway,
we want
Carter
real
told me about the
disagreements.
AI thing. He told me about the AI thing, so
All right. So you have a disagreement on Dark Knight
hold on,
Rises?
so-
Oh, howdy.
What's up?
So, I heard y'all say that The Dark Knight Rises is a terrible film. I have a
Yeah.
hard disagree on that one.
Okay. What do you think is good about it?
I think it humanizes Bruce in a way that I really don't think many other Batman films ever do. Like, they do try to show his vulnerable side, yes, but I really like how Dark Knight Rises ends his story. It gives this Batman an actual ending. And I'm honestly confused why people had such a huge problem with Bane. Yes, like, Does his voice sound a little funny? Yeah, kinda. But I think it makes him more unique that he doesn't sound as intimidating as other villains. And he comes across more as like this like almost like strange like gentleman terrorist kind of villain. It gives him a unique vibe I don't see from other villains. And
Okay.
the scenes with Bruce in the pit, I think they're some of the best scenes in a Batman film ever.
Okay. I mean, I definitely like the pit scenes for sure. I think that's probably the best part of the movie. But as far as Bruce Wayne as a character, I mean, with the ending, I don't think the ending itself is necessarily earned, because in the case of why Bruce Wayne became Batman, the reason he became Batman was because he had a mission to fix the city, clean it of crime and corruption, and realistically speaking, that's never gonna go away forever. There's always gonna be some form of crime. While Bruce, in this version, doesn't necessarily have to be Batman forever in order to justify him retiring, he needs to have, like, some kind of alternative that he can believe in, and I can't, as an audience member, I can't really believe in his alternative when he just hands it over to Blake, some guy he barely knew. Not saying that he shouldn't trust him or anything, but he didn't know him that well, and he didn't even train him yet. So my question would be, like, why would he just hand over the mantle of Batman, something very significant for him to do, to this one guy that he's barely known, and is not even fully trained?
I will admit, I do see where you're coming from, but I think what really sold John Blake for Bruce is the fact that I think he saw that John Blake was very similar to him. And I think it was, I do admit it's a little bit of a stretch, but I do think he truly could, like, it's almost like a kindred spirits in a way. Like, I think he really like you know how like with some people you can read their character like maybe like not immediately, but like
Well, you can never really
I think that's
fully
what they
read
were
someone.
going for with Bruce in this, and I think they sold that well.
Well, the thing is, in The Dark Knight, he believed in Harvey Dent to take over Gotham for him, which is one of the reasons he felt comfortable with letting go of Batman and turning himself in to stop the Joker and what he's doing. He realized that he couldn't fully trust Harvey Dent, and that everybody underestimated, the ability for even the best of them to fall down. So, I don't see why, after that experience, he would just trust all of this, in Blake's hands, when he barely knows him.
Okay, that is actually a good point. As
Mhm.
much as I hate to admit that, I didn't consider that before.
Yeah. I would also say that, the ending could be a lot better if Bruce Wayne was actually there to help train Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. If that was the
That's
ending we
true.
had, where he trains him, teaches him how to do
I
it,
do
it's
think
like,
that
okay,
it
so it's a bit ambiguous, but it does set a precedent that he is trying to get somebody else to take up the mantle that he has, but he's also going to be there for support when needed. I think that is a much better way to present that ending.
You know what? That's actually a good point. Like, especially if they like did like a homage to The Dark Knight Returns with like the Sons of Batman. You know, when like Bruce goes underground at the very end. I do admit that like a scene like that could probably have worked.
Something else I do want to ask, because as we watched it, I forgot to really consider this. But what was the whole reason that Bruce needed to fake his own death?
Well, I don't really think it was that he needed to. I think the reason he did it was more like an opportunity moment where, you know, like he escaped and everyone thought he was dead. And I think like while people thought he was dead is when he decided to choose to go into hiding. Well, not go into hiding per se, but chose to step back. Because I think what happened in the end is he did take Alfred's words to heart, and he realized that, you know, he's getting old. He can't keep this up forever. A man like John Blake can step in for him.
I agree with that. But he doesn't have to fake his own death to do that. Like, if he just wanted to go out to a different country, it's like, well, yeah, he's Bruce Wayne. He's free to do what he wants.
I can see why. I think the problem would be if if he faked his death as if he went as Bruce Wayne, I think people would notice that, you know, Bruce Wayne left Gotham the same time Batman disappeared. Unless John Blake is going to wear the Batman costume.
Well,
Honestly,
I mean,
I always thought
well,
that
yeah,
John
that's
Blake was going to become Nightwing.
well, we know he's gonna wear the Batman costume because we see Jim Gordon restore the bat symbol, so Batman is still alive, and well in Gotham.
Oh. I don't know why, but I always kept thinking John Blake was going to become Nightwing since, you know, they dropped the Robin hint at the end.
That was just an Easter egg. I think what they were
Oh.
going for was that he is straight up going to become the next Batman, and that's indicated by the fact that Jim Gordon restores the bat signal.
That's a good point. I didn't think of it like that before.
And
I
like,
just
yeah,
kind
you
of
know,
thought, you know, since the bat signal was, I thought it was like, because like, I thought it was actually Bruce who like had like his company restore the bat signal, and it was his way of telling Jim Gordon he's still alive. Kind of like how he left like little signs for certain people to let them know, yeah, I'm actually okay, but you know, I'm not here anymore.
No, I think the bat signal was something Jim Gordon restored.
Oh, okay, because I always thought Jim Gordon looked surprised when he opened, like, you know, the tarp from it.
I mean, I think like Batman, because he's become such an icon for people in the city, they would have eventually started restoring that. So, but yeah, I just think the ending itself is rushed. There's good ideas there, here and there, but they weren't properly fleshed out as much as they should have been.
That's fair.
But yeah, as far as the movie itself, I mean, I think there's just a lot of issues in its plot. It has some other elements of the character writing that's undercooked. As far as the plot itself, I mean, so it starts off with the fact that the Dent Act apparently was able to wipe out organized crime, like just entirely, and therefore Batman wasn't needed anymore. Which is weird because, practically speaking, that wouldn't happen. Because all they've really taken out was Maroni's organization and Falcone's organization, but that doesn't change the fact that there are other criminal organizations out there, and with Batman being gone, that would actually motivate more crime. So, that's just weird that Batman disappears, and then the Dent Act apparently is able to wipe away crime because it gave the law enforcement teeth, and they gave harsher sentencing to people. Like, that doesn't really explain anything. And yeah, that is kind of propaganda right there. Basically saying the solution to crime is just give the law enforcement more power, rather than address things like poverty, which Batman Begins addressed.
I will say... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was done. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I will say, I didn't realize that it was propaganda, because I'll admit, I didn't realize how corrupt the law system is in bigger cities, because I was raised in a small town for all my life. So, like, and like in my small town, like, the police were usually like pretty good, you know what I mean? But like, in the big cities, it's like, oh, I didn't realize how bad things were. And it's like I see what you mean now when with that, with like the giving the police teeth thing. Now, I do believe that criminals should get harsher sentences, way harsher than what we have right now. But that's a whole other thing.
For some crimes, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think the core of the issue here is that they don't explain how it works and why it did what it did.
That is true. They don't go into deep enough detail where potentially it could come across as very dystopian. Like, I didn't think about that before, but yeah, that's actually a good point. And I mean, John Blake even kind of points it out himself in the film when Bane reads his Jim Gordon's note to everyone.
Yeah. Speaking of which, why Jim Gordon so he writes this note about the truth about Harvey Dent, but then he like takes it with him to a shootout, and that's how Bane finds it. I don't know why he did that when he knows the consequences of if the truth about Harvey Dent came out, then all the criminals on the streets would be released.
You know what I've just realized? If he wasn't willing to even read that note out from the beginning of the movie, why didn't he just rip it up?
That's a
Why didn't
good
he rip it
point.
up?
My guess is he
Well, it
was
could still be a
probably intending to
temptation,
throw it away. Like, if I had to come up with like an exact reason, my guess is he was intending to throw it away, but like a normal human being, you know, we sometimes intend to do something, then we forget about it, which I know it's not the best argument, but it's at least the most logical one I could think of.
Well, I think, like, if Jim Gordon is tempted to say it, then I think, like, if he still might have, like, you know, a part of him might have the temptation, then I think it makes sense to possibly preserve it rather than rip it apart. But I think, like, it is still a core issue that he brings it with him, because that's what allows Bane to get a hold of it.
That's true.
But yeah, so, that's another thing. I think Bane and Talia are badly written villains. The struggling, the most frustrating thing about Bane is that he's almost good. He's almost good in the movie, like, in terms of his writing. But then they just...
And then they ruin it right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end, they ruin it. There's, like, so many great parallels between him and Bruce. Like, the idea that he escaped the pit, as a child. He was able to use fear to push himself, to escape. And Bruce learns that same lesson and uses that against Bane. Like, that's great. But then they undo it completely and be like, no, actually, Bane didn't escape. He was just Talia's protector, and because she said she wanted to follow up with her dad's work, he just decided, okay, I'll dedicate my life to that. Like, that's it? Okay.
Yeah, I will admit that the fact that he wasn't Ra's al Ghul's son is a bit of a disappointment, and I will give credit though. I do like that the twist of even though it is kind of fairly obvious that Miranda had to be someone bad. I will admit, I do think the idea of making her Talia was cool. And I do think the twist that Bane wasn't the child is interesting. But I will admit, from a standpoint, what I would have done is I think I would have made Bane Talia's brother.
I mean, as long as Bane was the main villain, I would have been fine with it. I think the problem is
Yeah.
that Talia shouldn't be the main person behind it. I think it completely ruins it. And I also
think
think
what they
that what they
should have done-
establish in the backstory ruins the dynamic between Bruce Wayne and Ra's al Ghul. And the reason for
I
that,
would have just rewrote a lot of stuff with Bane, honestly.
yeah,
Like, I would totally do it. I would redo the story that he doesn't try to destroy Gotham or fulfill Ra's al Ghul's destiny. I would just have that Bane would fundamentally disagree with Ra's when he was part of the League and make him want to conquer Gotham.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's an interesting idea.
Which is why Talia isn't in charge, because, you know, Talia isn't... It doesn't matter that she's Ra's daughter at this time.
So kind of
what I'll
like City of Bane, the comic book storyline,
Well, I was thinking more of Nightfall.
or Nightfall. I mean, those are two of the best ones to take from.
Yeah, I think the large issue with Bane and Talia is that for them to exist as they are, and for them to have their backstories, they have to character assassinate Ra's al Ghul and damage the dynamic between him and Bruce Wayne. Because when he talks to Bruce, he talks about how he had a wife and that was taken from him, and that's what radicalized him into his belief about criminals and the corrupt. His whole belief is that criminals mock society's laws, and you know, once
Even though society's laws is the real issue this time.
it's all the corruption that's the problem, and that's why he wants to destroy Gotham. He thinks destroying the city at the peak of its corruption is that's what brings balance. It brings it back to harmony. So that's his ideology. That's what the reasoning is for his ideology. But then this movie's just like, actually, his wife died because she took his place in the pit beyond his knowledge. And then once he found out she was there, he found out she died because a guard forgot to lock the cell. So it's so stupid. I don't know why that was done. And then
They
Bane
ruined it. It's so bad.
Bane protects his daughter, and Ra's only sees a monster in his existence. because it reminded
For
him
no
of the
real
hell he
reason.
left his wife to die in, even though Bane saved his daughter. So like, what are we talking about?
I think
Yeah,
the
wouldn't he
thing
be the
is,
opposite of
since
that?
Bane was already a prisoner in there, I think Raish would refuse to see him as anything other than a criminal, and I think that's a part of it.
But
Like
that's not what
Raish's
he
pride
says.
wouldn't allow him to like see Bane. Like, yeah, Bane saved his daughter, but Bane's still a
The
criminal.
fuck is
And I think.
spamming? Sorry, go on.
Oh wait, sorry. What was it?
No, ignore that.
Oh, sorry. I
Why would
thought you were saying
Why would
something.
Raish even care about the criminal element anymore when that's not what killed his wife anymore? It wasn't criminals. If anything, it was just the structured society and the laws that did it. But he kills
mean-
criminals and begins because of how they mock society's laws.
I suppose, but like, I mean, in the end, it was criminals that killed his wife, because I mean, they're the ones who went in the cell and did the killing.
Yeah, but that's because of society's laws that she's even in there and that the gate was even unlocked. That was because of a societal issue.
I never considered that before. That is, I will give you that. That is a good point.
Also, why would Talia want to finish her father's work just because she heard that he died?
I think it's kind of one of those like family resentment themes in a way. Like, you know how like families, they split apart and like, you know, like yeah, they hated each other at the time, but then after he's gone, I think it's kind of that I think what they're going for is like, you know, yeah, she was the rebellious, bitter daughter, but in the end, she still loved him enough that she did care about his mission.
No,
Why
she
would Bane
didn't.
agree
She
to
left.
if the reason Raish rejected Bane is because he's a criminal, right? Why would he try and ever follow what Raish was trying to do at that point?
Why
If his
would Talia
methodology
agree?
is people like him is inherently deserving of like being left behind or dying.
I'm sorry, can you repeat again? I'm sorry, my audio on my Discord is a little buggy, which is why I've had to repeat myself several times. For some reason, I can't get the volume to go up.
Why does Bane want to follow Ra's al Ghul's legacy when Ra's al Ghul rejected him by the simple fact that he saw him as a criminal?
Well, I think like she has looser morals than Raish did, which is saying a lot now that I think about it. But like, I think her like moral standard is, well, Bane saved me, so that makes him different from the other criminal element. Like basically, kind of a bias.
No, I'm saying why would Bane agree with that?
Oh, I think honestly, Bane just goes with it because either A, he believes in Talia, which vice versa makes him believe in the mission, or he just does it all for Talia because he cares so much.
Okay, so yeah, you see how that retroactively makes him a shittier villain because instead of him having any kind of motivation-driven goals, he's just doing it for the real villain of the movie because it would contradict anything he would ever believe in. I don't know why Bane would ever be anti-criminal. He was basically born a criminal.
Also, I'm thinking about
I
this
guess,
now.
I guess you have a point there.
So she says the League took us in, trained us. Why train Bane if he already knew that he was in the prison where his wife was? Why did they train him to begin with if he thought that?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Oh yeah, I never actually thought about that before.
Yeah. And, like, I can understand Talia potentially forgiving her father at some point when he passes. But why would she be dedicated
I don't know
to
why
his mission?
Bane would.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know why Bane would.
I don't
That's my
even buy her
problem.
being dedicated to the mission that much. Maybe towards getting at Batman, sure, but the whole mission?
Well, why wouldn't they just target Batman?
Yeah.
I will admit that is a good point. I will say that I definitely, from the impression I've got of this version of Talia al Ghul, I think that it was primarily revenge motivated, and like she kind of tries to use her father's message as like the justification, but I do think she was primarily motivated by revenge.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying, right? Yeah, she's motivated by revenge, but she doesn't really have a reason to care that much about her father's legacy or whatever. In fact, the only justification she would ever need is that Batman killed him. That's it.
Yeah, I guess you got a point there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that covers why Bane and Talia don't really work.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some minor quibbles. Like, I don't like how Bane kills his own men, like some generic evil villain. I think that's really stupid.
That's fair.
I think Talia's death was bad.
Oh yeah,
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Tali's death, I fully admit, that one makes me and my brother laugh every time.
Yeah.
Bane being white is kind of cringe.
I will admit, I didn't realize until I got deeper into comic books. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize they changed Bane's race. Like, I will admit, I had no clue that for so many years. Because, like, at first, I just grew up on Batman the animated series, and then eventually I tried the Dark Knight movies, then the Keaton movies, and then the Snyder ones, and then I got into the comics.
Yeah,
Like,
just
I will admit, it was a bit of a shock when I finally got to the comics, and I was like, oh, I had no clue that they changed so much in the Dark Knight movies.
also we can't forget the most important issue, Liam. Why did Gordon send his men into the sewers?
Oh,
Yeah, I can't even come
no
up
one's
with a defense
defending
for that one.
one. Yeah, no one's gonna try. That's just
I can't
stupid.
even.
We have to
Yeah.
keep mentioning
Get in
it,
there
though.
and flush them out.
Smoke them out.
Smoke
The
'em out.
only thing I can think of is desperation.
Yeah, but that would just trap all of his men.
I
So-
don't think Commissioner Gordon would be able to do that, even if he wanted to. I think a lot of cops would just go, no.
No, that's stupid.
No, I'm not going
There is
in.
another Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises subject that was another thing that I always kind of encounter when talking about the Dark Knight Rises. I'm confused why people like the Catwoman from the Batman over Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. That has always baffled me.
I think I like all the live action Catwoman. I think they're all good. So
Yeah, they're all good.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Anne Hathaway's comes the closest, besides maybe the 1966 Catwomans, in terms of being the best live action adaptations. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of the only people who cannot stand the Michelle Pfeiffer or the Zoe Kravitz Catwomans, and it's not the casting that's bad. It's just I didn't like how they were written.
what's wrong with the Batman take on her?
My problem was they made her a more political character, and it felt very out of character for her. Because, like, at least in my opinion, I don't see Catwoman as being a more political type character.
But isn't she like that in
And-
Dark Knight Rises? She makes a whole point about the lower class versus the higher class.
She's
I mean,
literally
I
Robin
suppose with
Hood
that,
in
but,
Rises.
like, I don't know. It felt more subtle in Dark Knight Rises than it did in the Batman. Like in the Batman, they just kind of have her as like almost a mouthpiece, if that makes sense.
I don't agree. She's like that in Rises. She literally just blatantly explains the issue with the rich/poor classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She
doesn't
literally
also
says,
kinda
"Oh, you have
ultimately
so
realize
much that you
she's
leave
kinda
the
wrong
rest
at the fact
behind."
that there's also innocent people getting killed in the crossfire.
Yeah, that's the issue. She changes like an ideology that isn't even inherently evil because of some straw man lesson of like, look how bad it is. If you believe in this, you're Bane. So it's just
Well, I don't
stupid.
think it was meant to be that. Like, I kind of viewed it because I mean, The Dark Knight Rises is heavily inspired by Tale of Two Cities and the French Revolution, because like it was definitely the French Revolution that they were like taking a lot of inspiration from. What with Bane like doing all the mock trials for the rich people, and the families getting dragged out and everything. Because like I'm not sure like how much French history you know, but like it was messed up back then. Like they were killing rich people indiscriminately whether they did any crimes or not. Like I'm not
I
trying
tried
to
to
defend
get into
rich
the
people
French
because I know there's plenty of
Revolution,
evil rich people.
but I couldn't care less when I tried to get into it because I don't give a fuck about the French.
I mean fair.
All that I know is that
Um,
Napoleon has an obsession with perfume.
but like I think the point like was that that both sides, like if you go too far to one side or the other, it's kind of like what you were talking about balance some time back, about like crime and punishment. It's kind of like that, where like yes, there are many evil rich people, but there's also there are good rich people out there.
I mean, yeah, I don't think the film was saying otherwise in the Batman.
I think the problem is like Catwoman wasn't even extreme in the beginning. Everything that she said was not even that like insane. She says shit like, the rich have so much that it leaves the rest of us behind with so little. Like that's not wrong. That's actually just flat out correct and an issue.
I get where you're coming from with that. Like, I get what you mean. It's hard to put into words. Like, it's just like with the Batman, I think I'm one of the only people who does have a problem with most of the script for the Batman. Like, it's one of the cases where I think almost everything about the Batman is perfect except the script.
Well, the thing is I'll say with Zoe Kravitz's version, with her like view on the messaging, it's much better because it allows the nuance to exist too. Like she isn't inherently right when she has that speech about, oh, rich white assholes, blah blah blah. Because firstly, the movie's aware she's saying this to Bruce Wayne, Batman, and secondly, like we see in the movie that people that are privileged are willing and capable of doing good, and we like that's like a theme of the movie too. So her not seeing that is like a flaw that she
Actually,
does learn from later.
that's actually not a bad point. I actually have to admit, I didn't see it from that view at the time, but I see what you mean. Like, I guess I just like the writing for Catwoman just felt so off with the film, because maybe it's just because I'm so used to like the more cat burglar thrill seeking version of Catwoman. Like I'm very much more used to like Batman the animated series, the Batman cartoon, of course the thrill seeker
She's
from the
a
comics.
she's an
like,
animal rights activist in the animated series.
That's true. Like honestly, I kind of preferred it when she was more like that. Like I think that was way more interesting.
Well, you know how writers are these days. Like, oh, that's silly. She cares about cats. I know her name's Catwoman, but people are stupid.
Yeah,
But
I know the writers.
it's the same
probably
idea,
thought it was
though.
too
It
hokey to
is
adapt.
that like Catwoman's always been like some kind of like cat burglar, like Robin Hood kind of character, and they do that in both versions of the movies. I think they do it better in the Batman, because like the lesson she learns is tasteful and not stupid.
Suppose. I will say though, the problem is I have a hard time buying that she would ever help Batman in the Batman. Like,
Well, it's
I don't
to
know, maybe it's
further
just
her own
because
goal.
her and
She's trying to get
Pattinson didn't have
Annika.
any chemistry. It's like I could not buy it that she would
Well,
even end up like liking him a little bit.
Well, she's helping Bruce. She's helping Batman because it furthers her own goals with Annika and shit like that.
That's true. Which I will give the film credit. They did make me feel bad when they found Annika dead. Like I was like, oh man, she didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the difference is, unlike the one from Rises, Catwoman in the Batman actually was extreme. So when she learns her lesson, it makes sense, because she like does see it too super two-dimensional with like the rich and the powerful, and she was gonna be as bad as them because she was gonna just murder like Falcone in like cold blood, like out of like vengeance, which showing that she's no better. She's like she would have become like a murderer like him, but just for people that she hates. And Bruce has to like get her to not do that.
Huh. I didn't think about that before. That does actually bring me to another part of Catwoman that I didn't like in the Batman. Making her Falcone's daughter was terribly executed. Like,
I don't see how.
I feel like it didn't add anything, and I get it was supposed to be homage to that one storyline from the Long Halloween, but the difference is the Long Halloween kind of left it ambiguous, and I found that way more fascinating. Like, I absolutely adore the Long Halloween. And like, I
think it makes sense with her character thematically
comes
because
from the
she's.
fact that like, oh, I'm sorry,
she-
I did not mean to interrupt.
No, it's all right. I think it thematically works for the character in this movie because the whole point is that she, like, literally, even when she was born being like mistreated by the privileged.
Does Falcone count as privileged? Like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he kind of does.
He's like a rich mobster. He like controls all of Gotham and shit.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Like, I guess
Bro
I'm
just
used
goes
to
around
thinking,
having
like,
sex with women,
when I think
murdering them,
privileged,
and
I
getting
think of
away
more
with
like
it.
the high society, like CEOs and stuff. I kind of forget the mafia and mobsters kind of count in that zone.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it works because of that. It's like she like it helps her worldview even more. Like she's literally she was unfairly born, being screwed over by the privileged.
I will say, you actually made the Batman much better for me now. Next time now I want to watch it again because like I didn't think about these elements before. Like honestly, I might actually find myself liking the film more than before.
Oh, that's cool.
Another like problem I had though is like I know this like doesn't connect to Dark Knight Rises, but like I've just always wanted to get this off my chest. I think Falcone was terribly casted in the Batman. Like I think he is the worst Falcone they've ever done in live action.
I
Rejected by
cannot
the country that he loves.
agree. I cannot agree with that. I think who they casted as Falcone in the Batman did an excellent job. He did a really good job playing up the how do you describe it? Like the calm, collected, I guess you know, he's someone that makes you feel like he's approachable. That's the impression he gives off of. And when you actually get to know him, he has this more like, he's not like outwardly evil. He's very much like subtle about it, which I like in his performance.
He seems
I feel like
more
there's a few
just
lines
man.
missing in the movie. Like for example, he should have said like, what you're about to see is one of the most important discoveries humanity has ever seen. Don't tell my mother. We needed that scene. I will say it's funny that it's Agent Simmons from Transformers. Directly under enemy scrotum.
Oh wait, was John Turturro in Transformers? I haven't watched those movies.
Yeah, and he's the greatest character in those movies.
I never knew that.
I think one of my favorite performances from that version of Falcone is when he's talking to Bruce about what happened to his parents for the first time, and he's basically playing. He's kind of dancing around his potential involvement, where he's like, you know, yeah, just don't lose sleep over it. This guy was just a lowlife. You know, he's trying to play up the friendly mask that he's putting up, but eventually it starts to slip once his downfall occurs.
That's a good point. I think the problem is the performance. I'm so used to Falcone being more like I'm not sure what the right word is, but like, you know, when I picture Falcone, I kind of picture like more like the way he looks in Long Halloween in particular, you know, like kind of white hair, broad shoulders,
The Godfather,
the mustache, the rose lapel. Like I mean, John Turturro, I think, is a great actor, but it's like I would have been more convinced he's Salvatore Maroni than ever being Falcone. Like, if I wanted to give my best, like, it's kind of funny because when the Penguin came out, they recast Falcone with Mark Strong.
I think it would be hilarious if they had him look like his comic book self, because everyone would just go, "That's that guy from fucking Godfather." Everyone would be saying that. They would literally go, "The Batman ripped off Godfather." Like it would be like the Joker situation, but like funnier.
True.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen The Godfather, so I wouldn't know about that.
He's like the main. I don't think. No, he's not the main character. He's like the main character's dad. He's like in the front cover of like the movie.
Oh,
he's literally just Falcone.
Man?
He's the same guy. Yeah. He's literally just Falcone. It's this like that's where the you know, they got the inspiration from for his design. Was literally like, oh, I watched The Godfather.
I never knew that. Like, if I had to give, in my opinion, the best Falcone who's ever been acted, the TV show Gotham, I think, did the best Falcone.
I've heard some things about the Gotham TV show.
It's a
I will admit
masterpiece.
the show is extremely flawed, and season 3 is an absolute garbage heap. But I will say this: season 1 and 2, they had a bumpy start, but seasons 1 and 2 are really good. Like, if you want to see the best Hugo Strange adaptation, they got him perfect.
Um,
I'd say
Yeah, I
that'd be
guess-
Arkham City that got the best Hugo Strange adaptation.
Yeah, like
Um,
I cannot tell you how thrilled I was when I saw they casted BD Wan.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of Batman movies, because we watched through a good portion of them over the past few months, Liam and I did. If I were to rank the live-action Batman movies, I'd probably start with 1, The Batman, 2, The Dark Knight, 3, Batman Begins, 4,
Fuck you.
Batman. I don't know. It's between 89 and Returns. I think I'll go with Returns for now.
89 is 89 is better. I prefer Returns.
I'll put 89 right under that, and then I'd do Forever. I don't think Forever is bad or anything. I think it's like a 7 out of 10. But it's like it brings solid material for what it has to offer. Batman and Robin would probably go under that. I'd give that like a 5 out of 10. Under that
That
would
one's
be
a 9.
under that would be Dark Knight Rises. That one I have at a 3. Under that I
Wow,
have
I'm surprised at how low that one is.
yeah. Under that I have BVS, which I have at a 2 overall, but like as a story I'd give it a 1.
What about with the extended cut? In
Yeah,
terms
that's
of
what I
BVS?
mean. I mean the extended cut.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I will admit there's no other way to watch the movie. Like, without the extended edition, it is a terrible movie.
Well, yeah, I think the extended edition is more reflective of what Zach wanted to do. So, I think that's probably the most fair version to go off of if you want to look at his vision and what he was trying to do. But yeah, I think the extended cut is still a huge mess in its execution. So, yeah, the DCEU as a whole is a whole mess.
That's fair. Now, in terms of like ranking live action Batmans, I would actually say that my list it kind of goes like I don't have like them all ranked already, but I do have my top 10 favorite Batman movies list, so I can just list off the live action ones I have on there. Honestly, my favorite Batman movie ever, Batman Begins. I
can
really love
understand
that
that.
film. Like
Better
I think
than The
it is
Dark Knight.
surprisingly like I'm going off of favorites, so I'm not saying it's the best. Now I will say undoubtedly The Dark Knight is best, but it is my third best favorite Batman movie.
Excuse me.
My favorite live action ones are Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight, Batman 89, and then BVS. Those are the ones I had listed in my top 10 rankings. All the other ones are animated films.
Excuse me. I think Forever is better than Returns. I think what really elevates the Burton movies is that they've aged really well in terms of how they look.
That's true.
Like, they've aged exceptionally well.
I will say, like, I understand Tim Burton had a vision, but I do think Dark Knight Returns is one of the most overrated sequels ever made. I hate how they
Returns.
did Catwoman in those films. Well, that film. Like, I get that, like, a lot
what's
of
wrong with
people are
Catwoman?
crazy over her, but I don't know. She just left me with a more disgusting feeling. Like, it was one of those, like, performances where it's really well acted, but it's so uncomfortable to watch.
Well, sometimes
Really?
that may be the point, right?
Yeah, I like to think
Well-
it's the point, but knowing Tim Burton and how weird he is, it felt more like the writer's barely disguised, what's the word? The writer's barely disguised fetish. Like, it just, I don't know. It feels weird seeing Catwoman act like that. Like, especially just with the way she's written. Like, I mean, I know Tim Burton's weird, but, like, it was weird even for him.
What about it?
Well, mostly it's just the dialogue. Like I'll admit, I get called a prude sometimes because like I find some of the more weird dialogue that Catwoman gets in the film really just gross.
I think it
I mean,
works
I think
overall.
I think it's fine. Like I think she's like playing into her sexuality because it's like it's something that she's like she like plays into it because of like what she like dealt with Maxie, Shrek, and all that shit.
Oh.
Well, she's kind
It's
of
to
using
play.
it
It's
against them.
yeah. It's to play into their expectations into for her gender to like throw them off guard.
Huh. I never thought
It's
of
al-
it that way before.
If anything, it's kind of
It's
like
also
a
it's
critique
also
for objectifying.
yeah, and it's also a way of like insulting them because she acts that way, but then she like completely like kicks the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I never thought of it that way before. I will admit that makes it much more interesting. Like I will say, like I do think she's interesting when she's Selena Kyle. Like I love the scene with her and Bruce when like they're at the Max Shrek's masquerade ball. Like that scene where like she's just kind of like starting to lose it. Like you see the tears in her eyes. Like that's a really good scene.
That was great.
Yep.
And I'll give them credit. They managed to sell me on Keaton's Batman and her Catwoman genuinely like having a connection.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
because like I do wish that we got another Burton Batman film to see what the heck actually happened to her when she quote unquote survives.
Yeah, although I do like Batman Forever, I think I would have definitely liked to see what Burton's Batman's third movie would look like.
I mean, I heard rumors. Of course, it did turn out to be a rumor and never confirmed, but there were rumors that Robin Williams would have been the Riddler, which, man, I would have given anything for that. And apparently there were plans to bring Brad Dourif in as the Scarecrow.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
Tim Burton version of Scarecrow would be so sick.
Yeah.
I would wonder how you
like,
would do
man,
it.
we need more Scarecrow in Batman media. Like, we don't get enough Scarecrow.
We had him in Arkham Knight though. That was a really good portrayal.
Oh yes, that one is fantastic, and
Yeah.
I love the actor they chose, Robert Englund.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know he also voices the Riddler in the 2004 Batman cartoon?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, honestly, he is my favorite version of the Riddler, which is saying a lot because when I first saw what his Riddler looked like, I was prepared to just kind of laugh and mock it because I thought, because like in the 2004 cartoon, he's like has lawn hair, lipstick. He wears like this weird like onesie that looks more like a. I don't even know how
Kylo
to
Ren the
try to describe it.
Riddler.
He kind of looks a bit like a goth covered in paint.
He's literally just Kylo Riddler.
Kylo Riddler.
Oh my gosh, I can't unsee it now. He's like skinny Kylo Ren, except he actually has like good writing. Like out of all Riddlers, Robert Englund's Riddler is my favorite because of how they wrote him.
I would
You're
probably
still
agree.
holding on. Let go.
Excuse me. Yes, I have seen
Oh.
Planet of the Apes. I think the first one's probably like an 8 out of 10. That one's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The second one is Dawn. So yeah, that's Dawn. I'd probably give that a 9 or a 10. War, I would also give a 9.
I
but
agree with all those.
Yeah, that trilogy is very good.
Oh my goodness. What happens to Caesar at the end of War of Planet of the Apes? Like, man, I felt like crying at the end of that. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't actually think they'd go through with it.
People are still fighting with City of Ember in chat. Ember, get a job.
Good.
They're still fighting in the chat?
Yup. It's like Ember wants the fight. It's so crazy.
He doesn't want to make it better. He just wants to
He
fight.
really hates it.
Oh, speaking of Batman Returns, Max Shrek himself, I think he's one of the best Batman villains that I wish was in more Batman media. Like,
Sorry.
I
think he
really
was pretty
love
funny.
just the overall design of Max Shrek, the personality, which, I mean, it helps from the actor himself being crazy, but like in a good way. But like, it's like, man,
Bruce
I wish
Wayne?
Max Shrek
Why are
was
you
one of
dressed
those
up like
villains that made it
Batman?
to the comics
He
and
is
cartoons.
Batman, you idiot.
Huh?
Oh yeah, he's
I was
quoting the
referencing
movie.
a line you said in the movie. It was fucking.
Oh.
It was fucking funny.
I
Oh,
also
that
love
scene. Yes.
Michael Keaton as Batman. I think he's great in the role.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
like I love Keaton. Like, like I know it's kind of like crazy, but like one thing I've always kind of noticed about certain Batmans is like to kind of add a Harry Potter spin on this. Like I've always kind of like seen Keaton as like the Ravenclaw Batman, if that makes sense.
As the what?
Oh, like
Guy's
you know how like
reaction
some
there
people
is
compare
priceless.
like fictional characters to being in Hogwarts houses in Harry Potter.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like,
I
I've always
knew
seen
that
Keaton as
name was
kinda like this
familiar. It's like,
Ravenclaw
huh.
Batman, while like maybe Ben Affleck's is maybe a Gryffindor.
It's really funny because I remember like there's like an online thing you could do SK to figure out what house you're in, and I unironically got Slytherin. I'm like, oh shit. So I am
Me
Hitler.
too.
I got it.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Oh. Dra-
Yeah, I keep getting Slytherin no matter
Draco
how
League
many
Boy.
times I take different Harry Potter quizzes.
Draco League Boy.
I actually wrote a script with Max Shrek used in it, and like it was because I was given a ridiculous challenge. I was told to try and write a live action Kite Man movie, and I somehow made that work.
Oh. Okay.
And what I did was I went digging through like heaps and heaps of obscure, because I wanted to make the script entirely with obscure Batman characters. And I actually figured out a good way to put Max Shrek in the story because I wanted to use Max Shrek. Like that was one of the first things that popped in my head. And I came across the Mime from Batman comics, and her whole thing is like she can't stand like loud noises or something like that, and she would blow up her father's like construction companies. Like she was basically like an anarchist a little bit. Like she would like blow up her father's companies just to cease the noise. And I had the weird idea of making Mime Max Shrek's daughter.
Alright. Let's see.
Is
Alright.
literally no one else joining fucking
Yeah, I don't see it. So
Disagreement there?
here's what I'm gonna say. This is your last call for. I'll answer questions in chat in a moment, but this is your last call for Disagreement Day. If no one joins in the next 5 minutes, we're just gonna move on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, Master Jedi Cat said, I think I'm gonna start watching the DCEU. What would you recommend to start with if you don't want to go too far from chronological order, unless the movie is bad and skippable? So, you want to know my recommendation? My recommendation is don't watch the DCEU. That's my recommendation.
Watch like movies that aren't fucking stupid dog shit.
Watch the Burden Batman movies. Watch Superman versus the Elite.
I thought you were gonna say watch the Birdman, and I was about to agree 100%.
Well, I mean, yeah, watch the Birdman, yes. Watch the Birdman.
Watch the Birdman.
But if we're talking about DC stuff, Superman versus the Elite, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Under the Red Hood, the Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman,
Watch Lord of the Rings.
play the Arkham games.
Ooh.
Especially Night.
If I might throw in a recommendation in there, The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2, really good Batman movies.
Long Halloween Part 1 and 2. I'd have to see them again.
It's one of the only films, because like I kind of got like my parents and my brother into like Batman films as I grew older.
Prime Ripper.
And The Long Halloween is the only one my parents have requested to watch again.
Oh yeah, watch Superman and Lois. That's another great suggestion. Yeah, Prime Ripper, what's up?
What is up?
Would you like to give your opinions on Deadpool and Wolverine, Prime Ripper?
It's not nearly as good as Alpha Core, written by Chuck Dixon.
Okay, what do you
The
think?
fact it's written by Chuck Dixon makes me lose my mind. How did that happen?
What do you think is better, the Wonder Woman movie or ISOM?
I saw him because it has X. Yeah. written by the Eric July.
So who's the better character, Miles Morales or Isom?
Well, Isom isn't tokenized, so I have to go with Avery Silman. Avery Silman is one of the greatest comic
Avery
book characters
Silman.
ever written. It's outselling both Marvel and DC. The man,
What's-
Rippaverse is kicking. It's kicking ass. It's kicking all sorts of ass.
What's your
You know what
score for
Disagreement
Civil
Day-
War? I give it a 6
You know
out
what
of 10.
disagreement? You know what Disagreement Day I really want to see, but will never happen?
Hmm.
Me and Prime Zilla versus fucking Talon Productions.
Talent production.
That'd be a
Yeah, we need to
masterpiece.
get them on here. We need to get Talon on here. That would be
What I
fucking
want, what I
I
want,
wanted
is,
them.
I want Primezilla versus Eric July.
epic.
Okay, I got an idea. We go through the Transformers movies eventually, SK.
Mhm.
We talk shit about them, and we do Disagreement Day, and rage bait some Transformers Bay fans.
Yeah,
and
okay, yeah.
hopefully, we get Talon Productions.
Dude,
That's our-
if
that's
you
our hope.
no, it has to be Bayverse, SK, because if you critique the Bayverse movies, that'll literally draw Talon out. Another day, another Bayverse hater. See,
Listen,
I'm
the-
so tired of you
these are the
people.
Transformers movies that people pretend to
Pretend to lie.
like.
These are the Transformers movies people pretend not to like.
Pretend not to lie.
These movies are awesome, man.
Why you gotta be such a dick?
Wait,
You're such a G
Wait a
warner.
second,
You're
wait a
just
second,
G-
Prom Ripper. You hiring excerpts now?
I
You
bet
are
this
in-
Edward guy on his silly little podcast. I bet he grew up with the G1 cartoons. That's why he hates the Bayverse.
I guess he just grew up with G1. He's just a G1 fan, or as I call him, chuggoids. He's just a chuggoid. Well, you see, SK, in G1, Optimus Prime was about to kill Megatron, so you can't get mad at Bayverse for being a psychopath.
Is Bayverse Optimus what you would call an accept?
I'd say he's definitely exceptional.
Isom is what we call an accept.
Now Avery is what is known as an accept.
Do you think you'll make a response video to Talon? Who the fuck is Talon?
Talon Productions.
Talon
Oh
Productions.
right, Talon Productions. I almost forgot.
We got, dude. Someone's got to make one. SK, you got to do it. If you watch all the Bayformers movies, you got to make a
Maybe.
critique on Talon's video. It'll
I think
literally
it'd be
draw
funny
them out.
if I made a response to JJ plagiarisms, just because, well, that's self-explanatory. I don't know. He just sounds hilarious to rage bait for some reason. I don't know why.
I think Skids is planning on making a video on him as well now on our channel, which is gonna be really funny.
Damn. Because I know like his Andor points are really bad, and I've seen a video where he's like, I don't know, he just sounds funny when he gets mad. So I don't know, maybe I'll either rage bait him, or it'll lead to a productive discussion. Who knows?
Emperor
we'll see.
Palace. Emperor Pal person. What's your disagreement? Tell us why.
Nah, I just wanted to join in on slamming on Bayformers fans.
Oh really?
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's wonderful.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
God damn. I hate
Only
these
real-
people. Holy shit.
Slamming all Bayformers fans. Okay, bro.
JJ
I'm here
plagiarism
to
is
shit
what we
on
call an
Bayverse as
accept.
well.
Imagine just you see in chat, you just see Talon Productions just randomly pop up.
I would like to discuss this right now.
You know, I'd like to actually discuss this right now because I'm a huge fan of your channel, SK. and I disagree a ton with what you're saying about Bay vs. Pride.
Dude, I want someone
I know
to
you haven't
join.
watched the movies yet, but your opinions on them are probably going to be really bad. So I need to inform you right now. The Bayverse, it's only hated by G1ers.
It's only hated by G1 fans. That's it.
I think
You-
someone's gonna call in with a spectacular Eddie Brock profile pic, and then they're just gonna start using his voice and say, I heard you referred to me as bad faith. What did you mean when you said that?" Oh man.
I'm surprised there was no spectacular disagreement days.
Yeah, people barely. Well, people in the comments had some things to say, but it's like they don't show.
What did they say?
There were some points where people would either provide criticism or defense, which isn't even that heavy. There was more so disagreements with Wonder Woman and Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what I'm more shocked by, that there's no responses for that, or little response for that.
Well, that's. I think we should say the hot take, because it's somewhat a hot take on Spider-Man Twitter. Spectacular is a better adaptation than 90s Spider-Man.
Oh, that's not a hot take.
I actually don't. Yeah, that's not a hot take at all.
I mean, yeah, it's funny how you hyped it up. It's like, it's not a hot take.
Well, on Twitter, I said, yeah, it's not a hot take usually, but on Twitter it is, because.
I mean, it definitely has a better version of Craven than fucking both Craven and the Green Goblin.
Dude, I find it funny that people are like, "Oh, Craven's such a bad adaptation in Spectacular." It's like, dude, the 90s version isn't even a villain.
He's just a fucking goofball.
Oh, goodbye. I'm heading back. Peacefully.
Yeah, he's just blatantly not Craven the Hunter.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
well, I don't think rage baiting people on here with that would work, but yeah, we'll do it on Twitter. Where's the... I'll do it.
We'll do it on Twitter.
We'll piss them off, because why not?
Well, yeah, fucking...
Guys, I'm telling you.
I find it insane. I find it insane that some people think, like, 90s Green Goblin's better than Spectacular. If you think that,
He doesn't do anything. What?
He's fucking lame in the 90s show. He's awful.
I'm the
boring
real
as
deal,
fuck.
you cheap imitation.
Yeah, he's a fucking cornball. And not in a good way. He's just lame.
Let me out, Norman. Let me out.
This guy's
The
fucking
90s series
cornball.
is like the reason Green Goblin sucks ass nowadays, because of the personality shit. It's a separate personality, look at that! It's like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Alright, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Hey everyone,
Green
Town
Goblin.
Productions here. I'm just gonna say that if you think the twins are racist, you're probably just wrong. The twins aren't racist at all. Like, I
We need
really
to send a
don't
picture
agree.
of the twins to SK and just ask him, by just the way they look, would you consider this racist? We gotta do
By
it right now,
just the way
actually.
they look.
Yeah,
Hold up.
unironically, hang on, I'm gonna pull it.
I just don't really agree with that at all. They're not racist, even though it's blatantly obvious. I don't really agree.
It's so good!
Oh, we got one. We'll see if they have a. They might
Well, hang
have
on,
joined
before
because
we-
of the Spectacular thing.
Yeah, but before...
Oh.
Okay, just before we start the disagreement, SK, check your DMs. So from these designs, would you consider this racist?
Let me see.
Just by the way that they look.
I cannot see, so.
No, I'm
don't
being
know,
asked.
but- Yeah,
the
I know.
fuck? This is rage bait. All right, clicking off.
No, I'm not fucking with you. That's what they look like in the movie.
Yeah, and that's rage bait.
I'm not kidding. That they actually look like that
That's
in the
what they
movie.
look like.
Yeah, that's
I'm
rage
not-
bait. All right.
They're literally supposed to be like black
What is it-
Transformers, and
what
that's
is
like
it-
their design.
What's the disagreement, and tell me why, Power Gosh?
He doesn't
Alright.
believe it.
I do have a bit of a disagreement that I do plan on having with SK, though I do feel like I still need a little bit more time to prepare for that. I actually have a bit of a disagreement I would like to kind of discuss with you, Liam.
Oh God. All right, let's hear it.
All right, you remember your response to Adam Smith in regards to Arkham Batman? Now,
Oh
don't get
yeah,
me
the
wrong, I
ass
do agree with
smith.
a good portion of what you said in that video. It's just one singular thing that I do have a disagreement with you on.
Okay.
It's Batman having an arc in Arkham Asylum. What would you say that arc was again?
It's more so that he just learns that like despite his similarities with his with villains that he deals with, he's not even if he is insane, he's not the same degree as they are.
Right.
Put it as short and simple as possible.
Okay. One, I I don't really remember him going through that type of arc in Arkham Asylum. And two, when you showed a clip to like demonstrate that, you didn't. He kind of just showed the final clip of Batman delivering a one-liner to Joker and punching him in the face. I don't think that really demonstrates the point that you made in that video.
I guess that's fair. Like, still one of my earlier videos. I wouldn't disagree with that. All that I would simply say is, in the fear toxin sections, we are usually shown what his trauma is and how it affects him. Like the first one is that he has an inherent fear of losing the people that he loves and not being able to save them and being powerless to save them, which is why he sees Gordon die and then he thinks of his parents. The second one is like his parents dying, which is like his trauma that like explains that. The third one is showing him like being in the same position Joker is in the beginning of the game. Those are trying to tell you that Bruce's inner conflict is that he feels that the death of his parents put him down a path where he is no different than the criminals that he puts away in the asylum. That he's just as broken as they are because he went through just as horrible things as a lot of his villains do.
Except I kind of feel like in that exact game, even if there is that arc that is relatively true, it's never really that deeply explored to the extent I would say in other Batman media. I don't really have any examples on the top of my head. I just that's just most I gotta say. I feel like what I would have gone with in defense of Arkham Asylum is that he doesn't have much of an Arkham in that game because Arkham Asylum was built on such a small scale. Like when Rocksteady were creating the game, they made it on a small scale so that way they could be able to prove that even on a small scale they could make a good Batman game, prove it to Warner Brothers and DC. Because they wanted to make Arkham City, but they wanted to also prove to Rocksteady that they could make a good Batman game. Hence why in Asylum, the story, I feel like he didn't necessarily have much of an arc compared to the other games.
I'd agree in comparison to the other games, yeah, but like in its own right, like he does have an arc. It's just a very simple one.
Alright.
I think Arkham Asylum is more so establishment. It's establishing the world and like addressing what kind of Batman this one is, so people like get behind it. And like I'm not gonna, it's not like the most crazy character work ever in a Batman story, but it is effective at subtlety, which I think is why it's so much better than like a lot of other Batman media. Because like yeah, you could name things where like he has an arc, like oh the Dark Knight, but the difference is shit like that like spells it out for you. It's like a hero has to endure the bad stuff because that is what heroes do. They could be the criminal. This is the message. Fucking Alfred says shit. They don't do that in Arkham. And, like, that's, like, the overall thesis I would say about the Adam Smith is that it's just media literacy. He has a media literacy problem because he's not looking into it or thinking.
Problem, because I feel like media literacy would be him understanding the media, whereas media illiteracy would be not understanding the media.
Yeah, he's media illiterate. That's fair. The part because like it's like, oh, I like Origins. That's the one that has the arc. It's like, oh yeah, you like the only one of the Arkham games where they tell you like a baby what his arc is. Work together, don't always be on your own. It's like, oh wow, thank you, thanks game. It's like, don't get me wrong, I think Origins is a great story, but like it is pretty funny and telling if like someone like that criticizes Arkham Batman for being like not that good or not having an arc when like you're only gonna praise the one where they have to spell it out. I will say like that's just I think there's a media literacy issue that's been going around the fandom of like things like this for such a long time. And I think Arkham has been a victim of that for a while because now people are on this weird trend that Arkham Batman's just aura, he doesn't have a character and all that. When it's like, I'm sorry, they just don't spell it out to you.
Did you play it?
And like that, and that's what I see, and that's what I want to point out about Arkham Asylum. They don't tell you this. It just infers it. You're supposed to just put the pieces together. You're supposed to go, oh, okay, so, you know, this is fear toxin. Oh, what's his fear? What is his fears? Like, what does he see? Oh, Gordon dies. He can't stop Gordon from dying, right? And then it's like, oh, that reminds him of his parents. And then, oh, and then he like, you know, he's the crazy one in the asylum. It's like, what does that all mean? And you're supposed to just put it together. And then, like, in the end of the game, like, the whole thing is that, despite it all, he like reaffirms his own belief system that he is not like them because he has a refusal to change who he is deep down compared to the others. And that's why, you know, he goes like, you know, I'll never let you win. And like, you know, he's like, Joker's like, you're trying to resist the change. That's not fair. Change, you know, and he won't. That's why. That's the whole theme of the story is that he doesn't change who he is because of his trauma when the other bad guys do. Like, oh, Scarecrow was like, you know, bullied as a kid, right? And then he changed who he is. He's a monster now. He tortures people and he's horrible. He's not who he used to be because of his trauma. Bruce still is that 8-year-old boy that lost his parents. That didn't go away. And that's like the difference. They actually point that out too when like, you know, you play as him as an 8-year-old boy and then you hear how like Gordon is trying to comfort him even though he has a cynical view of the world and all that shit. It shows that even in his worst state, he still like has that part of him, which will never change. Like that's still in the. It's simple, but it's in the game. He does go through an arc, and like, you know, I think all the Arkham games he goes through at least some subtle difference and like change in his character. Arkham City is him being as tempted as ever to like about his no kill.
I didn't really have much of a disagreement with you in terms of him having an arc in Arkham City. Like I do agree that Arkham City has a better story than Asylum, or well,
I don't agree with that.
Well, okay, maybe not better, but
the character work is better. I don't think overall it's a better story.
I don't even know what would be the correct term to say there. But anyways, I still kind of feel like, in terms of like demonstrating that he has an arc, I feel like that was still not like the correct scene to demonstrate that. I feel like a better way would be like to show like little snippets of the arc, or well, the more important aspects of it to further prove your point. Like to a smaller extent, like you mentioned with Arkham Origins, like showing the scene of Batman where he's saying to Gordon that he's merely just the butler, not really the help, and then showing the conclusion of the arc where he's says, "Nah, they need us, fam," and that would be a fine way of like demonstrating the arc in a video like that. Whereas like an arc,
okay, I agree with the clip that I showed probably wasn't the best. But I do remember explaining this in the video. I do essentially say this in the video. It's simple, but I do say, he has this insecurity that he's no better than the people he throws away in Arkham Asylum. And he's just as crazy as the rest of us, but he realizes that like the difference is he won't change like who he is deep down, which is a good person. He's still a good person, and that's what's different. Just because you go through things and it can change like aspects of who you are, doesn't mean you have to lose yourself and become a horrible like monster.
Alright. I do have some questions for SK in regards to certain stuff relating to Cedar. I apparently
Cedar. Oh, Cedar
Cedar.
Rapids? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, apparently he made a couple of posts that claim that you doxed him and called his mother.
Yeah, that's just not true. Well, to be fair, I think I said I might call your mother if you act out of line, because that's what people do when kids act out of control. But no, so the whole thing about doxing, I didn't even like make a whole stink about the situation because it really wasn't that important. But essentially, he did the copyright strike. That was false. I pointed it out. But then once he removed it, I let it go. But then the next day, he went back at me and was like, "Oh, by the way, what I said wasn't perjury or whatever." I'm trying to like reignite the argument, even though we literally just worked it out. He uploaded a recording where we worked it out that night. So I just find it silly that he tried doing that. So I essentially said to him like, "Okay, so then if that's how you're gonna do it, then all right, I'm gonna sue you if that's what you do. You can't falsely strike down a channel." And I basically let him know, yeah, your information is not well protected. I found some of it very easily. And it's not doxing because I didn't release it. I just DM'd it to him and said, hey, I'm going to take legal action based on this information if you proceed to falsely remove my content. Because that's a crime. That's illegal. So yeah, it's not, I don't know why I know he framed that as doxing in the DMs. That's not doxing. Doxing requires me to publicly release it.
All right. Also, I feel like he might be watching this or might be in the
That's fine.
live comments. Cedar,
whine.
if you are watching this, just let you know, I'm not necessarily taking anybody's side here. I'm simply requesting SK to give out the proper context, or well, his side of that story there for anybody who might be confused or curious about it. I'm, again, simply just not taking anyone's side here.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say in regards to that.
That's fair.
Before you
Is there
immediately go on to accuse me of just mindlessly writing SK here, I'm not taking his side on this either.
Yeah, we got the gist of it. Just type what you need to say in chat if you need to. Is there any other disagreements?
I do have a particular question for you, SK, just to lighten up the mood. Have you ever thought in investing in some glasses, you might be better at video games that way?
Oh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
I don't know, man. He's kind of
I think you need more than glasses. I think you need reconstructive brain surgery.
I think you need reconstruction. Go fuck yourself. Burn in hell.
Oh, hey, that's an honest suggestion, dude. If
Fuck
you don't
League
have
Entertainment.
glasses,
I hope League
maybe you should
Entertainment
get
burns.
You're bad
Listen,
at
at
video
least League
games,
Entertainment can play video games, so.
Okay, to be fair, I've sucked at video games plenty of times, and I actually do have glasses myself.
Kairito.
Yeah, no, not doing it.
No, Kairito. Ew.
What? Who?
This isn't a hangout server. This is Disagreement Day.
This isn't a cookout.
Fair enough.
Literally, this isn't a Discord cookout.
I don't have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna leave.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, goodbye.
That made me think too. I think we should make a rule against drama in these Disagreement Days.
True, yeah. I mean, that was such a nothing burger thing, so it's like I don't really care about that.
Well, this is a slow Disagreement Day anyway, so I don't care. But if it is like an important one, I just want to make sure.
Why was I
you're out of here?
Sob? We already explained that to you, Kairito.
Kairito, like, this isn't a hangout. Get out of here.
It's not a cookout.
There are so many times I'm just tempted to try and beg SK to get rid of any role that isn't host. Just so no one can just join it here anymore. Just go, I'm just here to... Dude, I still remember when fucking Knight just joined. He's like, "Oh, I'm just here to listen." I was like, "Oh yeah, that you can watch the live stream for that. You're out of here." Yeah.
Well, I think it's funnier if we do that
SK
every single
Live.
time. Just be like, "Hey, get out of here, loser," and that's how they learn.
Theoretically,
that way,
we don't know if they'll learn. We don't know.
We don't know if they'll learn.
That way,
Also, that way a certain ocean person can't show up in here, but that's another thing.
What?
I think what we got to do one of these days is do a stream on ISOM, going over that story.
We should break down ISOM and the entirety of the Rippaverse. I mean, there's only 3 issues out right now, SK. There's only 3 issues.
Yeah, okay, so that it won't take too long.
Because Eric July, he's
I
working
will-
on.
I will announce this. Sorry, I will announce this. Unless there's context, I am if one of you moderators join, like, you're out of here. I will just immediately disconnect you. So don't even try it.
Don't even try it, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess, like, just to end it off, I guess we'll go over some updates. Let me look,
League
at what's on the
Entertainment made a
list.
video on Fallout Season 2.
Oh, yeah, go watch that. League Entertainment also made a video on TLJ Luke. I think that's great as well. Go check it out.
Hell yeah.
They also made a
I
video
did
on
two,
JJ Plagiarism's Empire Strikes Back review.
Oh yeah. I made 2 streams on The Force Unleashed, which were fun.
Oh, that shithead.
What?
That shithead game.
Fuck you talking about?
Oh my,
I bet you haven't even played it.
fucking, why are you sucking up to fucking the Sheev, bro? Like,
Oh, man.
what, is he Southpaw's friend? Because Southpaw's a butt buddy?
Yeah, so, back to content updates. So, I think the next review, will probably be on Amazing Spider-Man 1, then I'll do Amazing Spider-Man 2 right afterwards. And then, after that, I'll just go straight back to Justice League, because the DCEU, holy shit, what a mess.
To this point, I wouldn't be surprised if SK literally went, you know what? I'm gonna make a video called Deadpool and Wolverine Part 2. I would fucking cry.
Deadpool Wolverine's
No
really
more.
bad.
What purpose would that serve?
To fucking piss me off.
Good. Cry.
That's the purpose it will serve.
Cry,
To
cry.
anger me.
Good.
It
All right,
wouldn't cry. I would
you've given me the motivation. You've given me motivation.
I'm not even kidding. If I ever saw on your channel Deadpool and Wolverine Part 2, I would cry. I would record myself crying, and I would put that on League. And the video would be called SK Made Deadpool and Wolverine Part 2.
Very sorry that offends
Fucking
you.
sick of hearing about that movie. The movie's fucking boring. Oh my god, Deadpool dances and he kills. I don't care. It's boring.
But
I don't give a
Liam,
fuck about
boring.
this
It's boring.
movie,
Give you a
dude.
boring alert.
Liam, Blade's in it, so it's good.
Name
There's only
5
one
Blade
blade.
stories.
There's only one blade. There's only ever gonna be one blade.
I don't know, bro. I just watched the Wesley Snipes movies. Nerd out. Nerd
Nerd
out, bro.
out. Oh, weren't they like
Parker
praising
L.
The Last Jedi or some shit? Or,
Yeah,
"Ah,
them and no. Them and Rob Liefeld were praising The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I forgot to mention.
Liefeld is a piece of shit. I hate him. He's so annoying.
I forgot to mention. I was also, because I'm like starved for Friendly Neighborhood Season 2, and I'm still upset that they delayed it. I think in the meantime, I'm gonna cover the 2017 show just in between until we get there, just for the fun of it.
I don't think that one's even close to being a comedic masterpiece, though. You might just get bored.
Well, I remember like it being funny to kind of pick it apart. I don't know. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. But yeah, Friendly Neighborhood Season 2. I am so goddamn excited for it. I'm so excited. But they delayed it.
I hope it's worse than Season 1. I genuinely don't want it to ever get better. I don't want it to be good. I want it to be as awful as possible.
Just for the
It
main.
just needs to be the
love it.
most
They
evil,
just wanna hate on it.
heartless corporate piece of shit ever made just to laugh at it, because there's no
They don't
other
want to make
purpose.
it better. They want to hate on
They want to hate
it.
At this point, yeah, I don't want Spider-Man to get better. I just want to shit on it. Fuck this character.
And yeah, Brand New Day. Who cares about Brand New Day? Who cares?
If you care about Brand New Day, I don't respect
Just
you.
Let's just. I care about the memes. That's all. I only care about the memes.
But don't you? But no. SK, you got to realize the throne fight scene in The Last Jedi is the best fight scene in all of Star Wars. Best fight scene in all of Star Wars. I'm Rob Liefeld. I love everything.
All of Star Wars? What the fuck?
Dude, I can't wait
Rob
for the.
Liefeld.
I can't wait for the 1/10 intelligence to return. It's gonna be so good.
I still can't believe there's people that still praise The Last Jedi. That what blows my mind.
Damn.
I'm still surprised there are people who praise the fucking throne rune fight scene, bro.
Yeah, that scene that scene has been like thoroughly like ripped apart for how bad it looks.
No, but Liam, you're just overly picking it. They pick apart every little second and detail of it. Nerd out.
It's funny because the same people, because the same people who would shit on that would like, you know, shit on like nitpicking that or whatever would like fucking nitpick the spinny shit that Obi-Wan and Anakin did on Mustafar, even though that's not even that big of a deal. I don't even know why people bitch about that scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they spinning around like helicopters? It's like when the point they're making there is just that both Obi-Wan and Anakin are that familiar with each other's fighting style that they keep having to reset their attack because they know it'll get immediately countered.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Have y'all been in VC this entire time with no one else joining? Not exactly.
Most of it.
Yeah.
We need to. I think the thing is, SK. Whenever we have ones where there's not some big take or anything, we just need to advertise it before we start it, like a day before at least.
Yeah, we'll have to keep doing that. Next one we'll try to go with Attack of the Clones. So if you haven't seen,
next one's Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I recommend that.
We need to upset people with the prequels.
Yeah, for those that like had disagreements on stuff like I don't know Wonder Woman, and they're like, well, I don't know what your points are. Watch the video first. Rewatch it maybe, and then step in the stream.
Even then, if it's not Attack of the Clones, get out.
Well, hold up. Do we have time for Revenge of the Sith as well tonight? Because I have time for both.
Okay, hang on. So, ideally, if you have time for both, I want to watch the Tartakovsky Clone Wars microseries after the Attack of the Clones.
Why?
We're gonna watch the Clone
because
War.
It's peak.
Yeah,
because
we're gonna watch Clone Wars.
No,
yeah,
Revenge of the Sith is peak.
No, we're watching the Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Revenge of the Sith is literally peak.
It has to be Tartakovsky first because that's in between 2 and 3, and it's basically like a movie length thing, anyways.
Yeah, it's like it's not even that long, anyways. It's like what like an hour and a half.
It's called Star Wars Clone Wars Tartakovsky.
Star Wars Clone Wars Tartakovsky.
Just look up micro series, bro. Of course you can't pronounce this goddamn name.
Oh, it's the.
I don't think I'm pronouncing it right, to be fair.
No, you're actually pretty close. It's Tartakovsky.
Is it the 2D animated one?
Yes.
Yes.
If you haven't seen, I bet you haven't seen it. We're watching it.
It's peak. And if you disagree, SK, I swear, fucking God, bro.
It is the hidden best prequel movie.
Is this the proof that the Jedi have super durability?
Easily, yes.
Yes.
It
is the best prequel movie. It's the best prequel movie, and it's one of the best pieces of Star Wars media.
You said
it's better than Andor. It's better than Andor. You heard me right.
Yeah, that's
you heard me
episode
right.
3
better than Andor.
Episode 3 is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, TK. Yeah, TK.
You know what? Yes.
Sheev, yeah, TK, Sheev, Southpaw, whoever the fuck. Yeah, it's better than fucking Andor. Andor is shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, where the fuck? Like, they literally establish that Lord Starkiller's in the verse. Why didn't he just literally solo Andor and his fucking butt buddies?
Exactly, bro.
Where was Lord Starkiller?
Oh, okay. Audacious Joan. What's up?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god, man.
Oh my fucking god, man. What's up, Audacious Joan? What's your disagreement and tell us why?
Okay, I got a good meal that I cooked up today. I disagree with you about your Wonder Woman video.
Alrighty, what's the disagreement?
Well, first you say that it's worse than BVS and
Yes.
Suicide Squad.
Yes.
See that? Okay, that's crazy to me. Because like in Suicide Squad, they were just completely broken. There's nothing that works in those movies.
There's nothing that works about Wonder Woman.
What about the makeup? You don't think the makeup worked?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What? Wait, whose makeup?
You don't think
Killer Croc
Diablo
had
worked?
makeup.
Diablo's character? You don't think he worked?
What about Diablo's makeup?
Yeah.
That didn't work?
I guess so. It's just he
Wonder
barely
Woman's
has a
worse.
character though. He's just
Oh, so something did work in the movie.
Okay, so is there a worse character than Wonder Woman who allowed wars and genocide to happen?
wait. Okay, so are you talking about when Wonder Woman she didn't want to go with Steve when he was kind of
I'm talking about all of it.
Okay, so about that, she was in a she just been too emotional. You know, she crashed out. Her
So
worldview
she
got
crashed out,
shattered.
therefore she let people die?
Listen, when
no,
Anakin killed the younglings, he just crashed out. Come on, guys.
I mean, it all worked out in the end, anyways. Like Steve, he stopped the.
She didn't help
so it's
him,
all right.
and she let him die.
I know that's why she felt bad about it.
She shouldn't have let it
What?
happen.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, she was
He literally
when
said
died,
thousands
so-
more will die if we don't stop it, and she shakes her head.
And bro, like, you know, when you get super emotional, it's hard to be rational.
She knows.
Are you
that
saying
she's
this 'cause
gonna let
she's a
people
woman?
die.
I mean, I will say I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's Gal Gadot, and Gal Gadot is, former IDF like soldier, so her being complicit in innocent people dying is not that too far-fetched,
Yeah, she was just like I said, her worldview got shattered. So she was like, okay, so wait, if Ares isn't behind this war, then that means humans really can just be really fucking awful. I never considered that. Like I always thought like only
So-
like Ares could be this evil.
Okay, so why does that mean that she'd let innocent people die when asked to help?
Well, because you don't always do the right thing when you're in a super emotional state.
That doesn't.
Are you saying that
answer
because she's a
anything.
woman?
Because
Well, that's part of the hero.
I mean, you can literally say this about anything though. That someone's in an emotional state, therefore they do something that's completely at odds with their morals. Like Luke Skywalker in Last Jedi.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, it's kind of like also Steve.
And like, how long was she in the emotional state for? Because she stayed back for 100 years, and let all of this happen, and then returned
Wait,
for
how
an
about this?
unexplained
Are you
reason.
are you okay with Are you okay with the characterization of Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi?
I am not. No.
Why? Wasn't he in an emotional state?
For 30 years?
For 100 years?
30 years isn't as long as 100.
Okay, well.
Audacious Joe, Joe, whatever.
Is there a
Are you
reason
okay
because is your reason for The Last Jedi because men don't get emotional like women do? Is that your reasoning?
Now, my reasoning is that, do we know any wars that happened in the DCU between 1917 and present day?
World
Nazi
War II
Germany.
happened.
Wait,
World
do
War
we-
One had a sequel, so
Yeah, bro.
World War II actually
World,
happened.
Yeah, and most people think the sequel's better.
oh my god.
what do you think of? How do you feel about Wonder Woman letting Hitler kill innocent people, bro? Like in the
Do we
DCEU,
know,
that's bad. That's
do we
bad.
know that exists in the
Okay, but
DCU?
Prime, in fairness, Hitler isn't as evil as Kylo Ren.
So yeah, bro, what do you have to say about
And
that?
yeah, I mean, like I said, like we don't know what wars happened after World War
Dude,
One in
She
in
says there's
the
been
Snyder
atrocities
cut,
throughout history.
in the Snyder cut, they literally established that the Nazis exist. So Wonder Woman let the reign of Hitler like rage on. Like, what are you talking about?
That's the problem with the Snyder Cut then, because that comes after Wonder
Oh
Woman.
my fucking god, man!
Why would
Like,
we? Why do we need the Snyder Cut to show us Nazis existing for us to assume that they exist
exactly.
when they mention that in history there's been many atrocities?
Okay, what points in
And
history?
also, what?
Just history in
Which
general.
point is that?
Okay, so what do you think the implication
Human
is when she
history.
says she walked away from humanity during a century of horrors? They don't tell us what it is. They're relying on us understanding history.
When was that said?
In BVS. I showed it in the video. Did you watch it?
Ah, forgot about that part.
That also implies that Diana let 9/11 happen, so that's also crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, so she just don't give a fuck about innocent people. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe she kind of learned to well, she learned. Okay, so her character arc in the first Wonder Woman is that war and humanity is more complicated than what she initially thought.
So
So,
where
Killing
does that?
Jews is complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated to let people die from genocide.
Again,
Well-
it's Gal Gadot, so makes sense.
so SK, have you ever been in a very emotionally distressing state where
For 100 years,
You-
probably not, because I haven't lived for 100 years.
That's a good
well,
point.
I'm just talking about the moment in the movie actually when between her and Steve. I'm just talking about that. When
What do
she's
you
just
mean?
crashing out for like 5 minutes. So.
Because I'm talking about the whole movie.
And also, I'll say that it was a failure of 1984 because I feel like
No,
That-
League
1984 is
Entertainment
irrelevant.
1984.
because it was that movie's job to properly explain why Wonder Woman kind of disappeared from the world, and it failed to do that.
I don't know why it's League Entertainment's job to explain issues that are in the first Wonder Woman movie.
Because the first Wonder Woman movie was just all it set out to do was just tell her origin and her World War One adventures.
Yeah, but that they literally cut to her in the present day at the end. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so like 2 minutes at the end where it's just about explaining why she had the picture in
Plus, that
BBS.
doesn't make any sense either because, okay, she walked away from humanity after World War One. Like, you're gonna have to explain that, especially when that was something that was brought up in BVS. Like, come on, dude.
I mean,
Wonder Woman's just a bad person in these movies.
I would say BBS was just completely badly written, so I disregard anything that
Yeah,
has
but
been.
that's where it was established, and this movie failed to address that,
And it chose to
which
say
is a
connected to it.
problem.
But why does it matter to address shit from terrible movies, though?
Because it's a sequel.
Yeah, because it's canon.
Like,
Maybe don't make
It's
it
not-
canon if you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that would have been preferable.
Yeah, I mean, so okay,
1984 also makes this worse, by the way, because it established that she can fly, and so she could have like stopped Zod, but whatever. That's a whole other conversation.
okay. Let me ask you this then. So let's say in Rise of Skywalker, let's say they completely disregarded um, Luke, his mischaracterization, and just well, I guess they kind of did that anyway. Didn't
Yeah, and that's bad still.
they?
That is bad. I will say this, even with how shit it was handled in, you know, The Last Jedi, I think it's more insulting if you ignore it. I think you're an asshole of a writer if you ignore something that just ruined a character for people. If you don't address it, I think you're more of a piece of shit. I like it less. Like, Spider-Man's a good example. Spider-Man One More Day happened, and then, like, after that, they pretended, like, One More Day didn't happen. It's like, it's canon, you fucking asshole. Like, address this. Don't pretend it didn't happen, you know? The same thing here. It's the same reason I hate Luke in The Mandalorian Season 2, because it's like, oh, look at this, he's Luke again, he's Luke again. It's like, address what happened, asshole. Fix this. If you're not gonna fix this, then get the fuck out of my face.
Just wasted
Wasting my
everybody's
time.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna establish something in a movie prior, and you're gonna leave it up to like fucking interpretation, like I'd like that to get fixed, especially if it's a problem.
Yeah, like, I don't want Spider-Man to make a deal with the devil, and then the next time we see him, we pretend that never happened. It's like, okay, I don't like him. He made a deal with the fucking devil. I don't like him anymore. I don't give a shit what he does. Oh, look at him. He's helping a little kid, isn't he? So he made a deal with the devil. Like, fuck
Yeah.
off.
We don't like him.
Okay.
Also,
Wonder
great
Woman's
stories can
bad.
come from dealing with the shit that was broken. Like, a lot of really
Exactly.
good stories can come from that.
Like
Like I saw.
Well,
The
yeah,
Tartakovsky Clone Wars series is a good example. Like, Attack of the Clones
yeah,
is a
that's-
stupid movie, but, like, how the Clone Wars happened is contrived and awful, but, like, the Clone Wars is still cool. They made it good.
I guess I just go back to what. So, what was the point of 1984?
I got a good example that's Star Wars related real quick. Like, okay, so, like, you know, like, Anakin's poor characterization in the movies, and, like, how, like, it's all kind of jumbled and messy, and, like, he's kind of a sociopath in the movie. Like, if you read the
Yeah,
Darth
exactly.
Vader comics, they address it in interesting ways. They give you, like, a lot of perspective on prequel Anakin that makes him a good character again. They were working with something that didn't work. Like, there's that.
taking shit and turning it into gold.
Captain Phasma is a bad character in the movies, but I've heard that the novel based on her is pretty good. They didn't just go, oh, well, Captain Phasma didn't happen, guys.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The
But-
Bayformers movies are shit, but the fucking prequel comic books from IDW try to like fix the messes that those movies made and actually made it good and actually had cool shit in them.
Yeah, and they actually do address why, like, the Transformers in that universe are way more, like, bloodthirsty. It's because it's way more warrior culture than it was in, like, other
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a shittier time period. Like, the Primes are gone. They're like legend from all people know. They're in a shitty situation where, like, they just have to fight for scraps for, like, thousands of years before the war for Cybertron even happened.
Yeah, there's literally
That's
like
interesting.
different tribes that fight each other. Like, yeah.
And this is what led to Daredevil season 3.
Like, that's interesting, cool stuff. But that wouldn't happen if, you know, the Bay movies weren't so shit.
You think the only way that happens if the Bay movies are badly written?
Well, yeah, because they fixed the messes those movies. Because like a lot of shit that was shit in those movies, those comics addressed. Like the reason why Soundwave wasn't in the first movie was because he was lost in space. I mean, granted, Dark of the Moon ruined that, but still, like it was an attempt to fix it.
The books tried to explain that too. I think they explained in between the time of the movie he got lost in deep space looking for something else.
Yeah. They even also try to explain they also try to give the RC like triplets character when Revenge of the Fallen, they were just like fucking cannon fodder.
All right.
Actually
well,
made
so I
Iron
guess
Knight a character.
we've concluded that Wonder Woman is worse than Suicide Squad and BVS.
Okay, so you don't do you believe in like also looking, even if it's in a connected universe, do you believe like looking at the standalone projects as just their own?
No, because it's chosen to be canon to it, so you have to look at the full package.
We should be separating the two. It should be a good movie, and some of the reasons is because it acknowledges its canon. We can
Okay.
literally have both. We can have a story that's engaging while also adhering to the rules of the universe.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the only thing I could say to that is just what was the point of Wonder Woman 1984 then, if not to explain the in between of World War One and the present day?
Still doesn't do that.
I mean,
It
we're
doesn't
still
do
That's the
talking-
crazy part.
In fact,
we're
it
still talking
actually
about a
makes it.
different movie.
In fact, it like even if we want to use that, in fact, it actually makes it worse because it establishes that Wonder Woman was still be doing Wonder Woman shit like in the 80s. So that means she just willingly let the reign of Hitler like go on. Like,
Yeah, my guys, that's the bad Wonder Woman movie.
they're both bad,
They're
dude.
both
Like,
bad.
Watch the animated Wonder Woman movies. Those are the good ones.
yeah, watch the 2009 Wonder Woman movie with fucking Alfred Molina as Ares, bro. That shit's peak.
Oh yeah, that's I love that. The power of the
Yeah.
sun, the palm of my hand. I'm Ares now. It's like it's so funny. Fucking Doctor Octopus Ares. We gotta show SK that movie just because he's fucking rainy brain. You'll be like, it's Doctor Octopus.
Hey, fuck you,
But actually
bitch.
watch the whole thing. It's from Spider-Man 2.
Oh, it's like Spider-Man too.
It's like
How's your
that
neck?
movie I couldn't
How's your
stop
neck?
talking about for
How's your neck?
years.
How's your neck?
Yeah. Oh, so
It's that movie that made me worship the tentacle blade.
How's
It's
your
back.
neck?
Ares
How's your
gonna
neck?
pull
How's
out
your
his
neck?
tentacle
How's your neck?
blade?
How's your
Ares
neck?
gonna pull out his tentacle blade. Where's his tentacle blade?
How's your neck?
Oh, so I also want to talk about Ares real fast then. So
What?
I've been wanting to defend Ares for a minute. So
There we
because in your video
What
you
else can you-
said that Ares didn't even try to talk with the gods before slaughtering them.
Yeah, he just out of the blue tried to kill them because they rescued the Amazons.
Yeah, but like at the end of the movie, Ares says like,
Wait, what's
my
wrong with
brother and
that?
sister-
The issue is
Yeah.
that he's going after the Amazons for trying to revolt against the humans that took them in for enslavement. Problem is that he hates the humans, not the Amazons.
Wouldn't Ares
Yeah,
want them to fight?
No, apparently.
Okay, that's
All they
weird.
establish is
what?
that he hates humanity because he's envious of humanity, and they're apparently destroying the planet in his eyes.
How did they make the God of War not want a fight to happen?
Dude,
How do you
that's
write that?
Because
like they're destroying the. Why does he care? Shouldn't he be reveling in this shit? He's the god of fucking war.
this movie's stupid.
He doesn't care about the decency of the planet. Why would he give a shit about that?
Because he's stupid. Because this
fucking
movie's stupid.
Ares.
His name is
fucking
the
want
God of
chaos.
War.
He's the god of fucking war. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god,
oh
man!
my
Like,
fucking god, man.
God.
I mean,
he
I
should
think
literally want one thing, and that's chaos, dude. Like,
because it was propaganda. Because they labeled him as the god of war, but he said he was the god of truth.
that's bullshit. Okay, bro.
Okay.
Like,
The God of
he's
Truth.
I mean, I
He's
don't
I'm
know what
done.
to, I mean, he uses the truth to try to create war, but then he doesn't like that they're destroying the planet.
like, dude, you did this. Like, what do you? I don't know what to tell you.
The
Like,
God of War doesn't like climate change.
guys, I'm the god of war. I don't really like war all that much.
Guys, I'm the God of War, but I don't like war because it causes harm to the planet.
Like, okay, bro.
This movie sucks.
Why did people think this shit was good back in 2017? Like, people thought this was like a step up for the DCEU. No, this shit's garbage.
You know what?
Exactly.
It's Ralph the movie maker's fault.
Yes.
It is.
Oh, it's just the third act is bad. No, the whole thing is bad.
All right, but real talk though, I don't see how any of this is worse than Amanda Waller putting Harley Quinn on the Suicide Squad to deal with Alien.
Because that's not as bad as Wonder Woman, who's a superhero, letting genocides happen for a century.
Exactly, bro. That's so fucking funny.
But Waller is supposed to be smart.
And Wonder Woman's supposed to care about people.
All right, let's just split the middle and say they're equal.
Is Oscorp not paying you enough?
Guys,
Nah, I got
Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that works for Oscorp.
Yes.
No, I
Guys,
got fucking fine.
Wonder Woman 2017 is good because it talks about that people are good and that there is hope and love. Love is powerful because love conquers all.
You know who wouldn't sit aside when genocide is happening? Awesome.
Alpha Core and Awesome.
Unless it's the left-leaning agenda-driven inhumane monsters in the liberal media, then Assam would take a seat back.
Exactly, yeah. If I was writing this, I would just make Ares a Rippaverse character. I'd just make them all Rippaverse characters.
I would write down that Ares invented the idea of climate change and it's not actually real, just made by the liberals to cause conflict.
Because you see, Ares is what's representative of California, and that is what the left wants to. They want to perpetuate that climate change is real, but they're actually creating war.
I would establish that the God of War created gays, and that's why we have conflicts to this day.
The gays are what we like to call accepts.
Accepts. And this is a term for special people.
We call them accepts because they're the exception to the rule being if they should exist.
Isom is a masterpiece.
I love Ice Thumps Pete. Yeah.
You hiring accepts.
You hired accepts.
Alrighty, any other
Yeah.
disagreements? Or are we gonna move on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still gonna defend this shit ass movie? That's overrated and shit. That was never
Say what?
good. Are you still gonna defend this? Have anything else to say about this movie that was never good and is shit, or you have anything else to say?
Well, I'm about to have to go, but I do want to make one last quick, bring up one last topic.
All right.
Quick one. In Batman Begins, do you believe that Bruce Wayne killed all those ninjas at the League of the Shadows compound?
I think they made their choices.
That's not what I asked.
And I gave you an answer. I think they made their choices.
How is it their choice for him to throw the rod into
They
the
chose to box
gunpowder?
him in. They chose to box him in. He had to make a choice because of that.
So he killed him.
No, they got themselves killed by boxing him in and then choosing to stay.
So if I blow up a building and people die inside, I'm not responsible for it?
Well, it depends. Are you boxing them in? Let's say
What
you're
do you-
holding
what
a
do
guy. Let's say you're holding a guy at gunpoint in the building, and then he does something to retaliate. Whose
Why do you
fault is
always
that?
join disagreement days with like the weirdest takes?
No, don't
They didn't
intervene.
have guns
Wait,
on
don't
them.
intervene. Let's keep it one-on-one.
Fuck you.
Yeah, so
I'll be back.
the joke that I'm making here is essentially that yes, Bruce did like put their lives at risk, but the thing is that they were already boxing him in, and he had to come up with an escape. He didn't really have a choice.
He did more than put their lives at risk. He ended their lives.
No, he put them at risk. Not all of them died. What exactly should Bruce have done in the situation if he wanted to save his city?
Well, let's see. Not trust an organization called the League of Shadow.
That is entirely irrelevant, but we're talking about the situation
I
he's
mean-
in.
Well, because you said like the ninjas put themselves in that situation when they cornered him. So I
Mhm.
say Bruce put himself in that situation
He
by
didn't know
even
what they
going
stood
there.
for.
Well, he's very naive then.
No, they just didn't tell him until then.
I mean, Roz wasn't really being that subtle about like, hey, you have to kill in order to achieve true justice.
Yeah, but he didn't know that they would force him into that position. And he didn't know that they would take over Gotham.
Okay, so he was forced to kill them because they cornered him.
Not necessarily kill, more so put them at risk. Sounds like you're choking there.
But,
You
okay,
alright?
but so then why? Okay, I'm glad you said that. So why is it not okay for Spider-Man to risk Ebony Maw's life when he came up with a plan to blow him out of space?
Did he have another choice?
No.
Really, he didn't have another choice.
Did Bruce have another choice?
No, he didn't. Spider-Man has himself
I mean-
and Iron Man to get the job done, basically. You didn't have to kill him, you could have just knocked him out. You didn't have to blow
They're
him
weak.
outside of the thing, which could get Doctor Strange killed.
They're weaker than him.
Yeah, they're weaker than Spider-Man and, what's his name? Tony, yeah.
No, I'm saying Ebony Maw is stronger than Spider-Man and Iron Man put together.
There's no proof of that.
Yes, there was. He was dominating that fight in New York. Like they could barely touch him.
No,
Like,
they didn't even interact with him.
What are y'all talking about now?
So he's trying to compare Batman Begins with the ninjas to Spider-Man killing Ebony Maw.
Ebony Maw did better against Doctor Strange than Thanos did.
That's irrelevant to the fact that Iron Man and it's literally like a 2v1 in that situation. You're comparing an army surrounding one guy to a 2v1 when they have the drop on him.
It was like
Well,
30
you
dudes
can't get
there.
the
It's
drop
not an
on someone
army.
who can sense you.
It's not an army though. It's like 30. There were like 30 ninjas in that room.
What was Batman supposed to do? Fight them all?
Well, I mean, Raj did say we'll teach you how to fight 100 men.
Yes,
Men,
but he
not
al-
ninjas.
Yeah, he taught them all
Are
the
they not-
same thing, though.
Listen, I'm gonna teach you to fight 100 men. So, but that doesn't. But that totally means I'm gonna teach you to fight 100 men that were also taught how to fight 100 men. Like what? Okay, I have a daring question for you, sir. Who would win in a fight? Batman versus 20 other Batman. Who's winning that fight?
At the end of the movie, Batman fought like 4 of the ninjas and easily.
Okay.
So that means
That's
Batman
4
is
out of
equal to at
hundreds of
least
them.
4 ninjas?
That's 4. That's different. And also, that's when Batman has his gear, so they're not equal.
He had his gear. Well, he had his ninja gear.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he had the same ninja gear as everyone else.
I don't know. I don't think he had to blow it up to get away. I think he could have had some smoke powder hidden away. He could have burned off. Like he could have done a lot.
They
didn't
know
blow it up.
these ninjas are literally trained how to deal with smoke powder because they use it themselves.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wind it back. What'd you say, SK?
I just simply said that he didn't straight up blow them up. He just set a fire somewhere. Like, away
He
from
didn't
them,
straight-
too.
So it was his intention to throw the prod into the gunpowder to get it to explode, right?
Well, it's more so to set it on fire, but yeah.
He only. Oh.
He's not setting them on fire. He's changing the environment so they leave.
Oh. Okay. So you think Bruce? So Bruce cared. So you think Bruce cared about the ninjas getting blown up right in front of him?
What do you mean, did Bruce care about it? We're talking about what choice he had in the situation.
We know he does because he went out of his way to save Ducard.
Yeah. Did you watch
Well,
it?
he cares about him, but does he care about the other ninjas that died? I don't think so.
He didn't have a chance to save them. It's different.
He put them in that situation.
What else was he supposed to do? Let them take over the city?
I don't know. He could be like he said, like I will.
Wait, so you don't
I
know
will
another
fight-
plan?
Well, that's like asking for another steak. So
Dude, this is a Gret Paulson moment. I'd probably need some time to think about that.
well, okay, that's a bad argument because this is like asking for a better steak.
I mean, yeah, what else could Bruce have done if he wanted to protect his city and get out of there?
So you think there was no other way he could have? So the smoke bombs wouldn't have worked. He couldn't have just
No.
like
Why would the smoke bombs work?
when he had the sword. He
Everyone
could
can
have
see him.
put-
Also, how
He could've
do you
put
know
it-
he has the smoke bombs on him? Where's that even shown?
I don't know. Maybe he did have. I don't know.
How do you know that? All he had was a sword and armor.
How do you know he did not have the smoke bombs on?
Because
It's an
that's
unknown
not what he's
unknown.
training for right now.
It's an unknown unknown though.
But he's not training for that. Why would he have it?
I don't even care to argue that it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You say it wouldn't work like it's a fact.
Yes, because you're fighting people that are trained to use smoke bombs.
So that means What?
Also,
So
where
that
is he
means they
gonna
could just
throw
smoke
it?
and
Is
smoke?
he gonna throw it right where he is, where people can see him and he's surrounded?
I don't know. You should be more clever.
That is helpful.
What does that
He
mean?
should be more clever.
He should be more clever.
He should be more clever.
Hey, he's the goddamn Batman. He should be the smartest.
Your argument should be more clever. What is this shit, dude?
Hey, it's 1 against 3 right now. Give me a break, please.
Okay, well, we don't want a 3v1. That's a fight.
Oh,
Alright,
I
here.
want a
Here's back up.
3v1. I'm gonna
How about that?
I'm gonna
Here's back
bring
up.
I'm gonna bring Jan into this. I'm SK.
Don't remind us, Prime. Ah, don't remind me of that day. I'm never talking about a superpowered dog ever again because of that day, bro.
Exactly.
what?
That shit was cursed. Don't worry about it.
So, yeah. So, Audacious Joan, we need to hear an alternate plan that would work.
No, we don't. I think we're moving on from this.
I don't know. I think he
I
could've
just
faked a heart
remembered
attack.
I think
another
we're done.
somewhat disagreement.
What if he
that
faked a heart attack?
What if
What?
what if I
He faked a
disconnected
heart
you?
I
attack.
did not.
All right.
All right, Spider-Man, what's your disagreement?
Okay, Han. That little conversation kind of stimulated me a little too much. All right,
It's really gross.
I'm gonna ignore that. It's
Okay.
relating to Spectacular Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'm trying to remember the exact disagreement here. Okay, so it was in regards to the Sandman episode in terms of Peter kinda ditching his case of finding Sandman
Yep. What about it?
to go play football. Alright. Something I note, I have not watched that show in a while because I have not yet reinstalled Kodi into my new computer. But anyways, I think I can offer a somewhat argument in regards to that. It's okay.
Argument against what? Are you do you think it's bad that he did that, or
I just now recently remembered that part and kind of just rushed in here. Oh. Okay. I'm trying to.
What is the disagreement? Is it good or bad that he did that?
It's bad he did that in the context of the universe here, yes. However, the reason, at least from what I can gather in that exact scene there, as to why he decided to ditch that is simply because Liz, a girl that he is attracted to, had suggested it to him, hence why he decided to ditch his responsibility there.
Yeah, but like I said, he already had that arc in his origin where he didn't use his powers for attention anymore, or the gratification of the reward.
wait. What is the stances here? SK, do you think that's like bad writing that he went
Yeah,
and played
I said
football?
it's not. I said it's not flawless. It's not flawless.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what the point of the arc is here. It's like, oh, if I never want, fuck, what was the line? If I wanted all the glory, I wouldn't wear a mask. It's like, yeah, I knew that after the origin. We didn't need this episode for that.
My initial.
I think the whole point of the episode is to not let things get over your head because it might make you regress as a person. Because he was initially doing it for a better reason. He was doing it to defend Harry because he knew Flash and the other bullies were gonna shit on him. So he joined because like, you're being an asshole to my friend. But then the glory got to his head again, which is him regressing. But then once he like, realizes that he's, the initial reason he was doing it is backfiring on him, he snaps out of that and he, goes back to his responsibilities.
My initial
Yeah,
defense
but
was
I don't
admittedly
buy
more
at this
so a
point
kind.
in his development that because of the glory of being a football player, that would distract him from something as important as Sandman.
I feel a little.
What do you mean by like important?
So he was about to leave to go after Sandman because he missed him that one time. So instead of doing that, because he heard there was a chance he could be on the football team, he decided to run with it. I don't think at that stage in his life it makes sense for him.
Oh yeah, I want to point this out. I don't think so. Remember, he wasn't going after Sandman for an altruistic reason. He was pissed off that Sandman kicked his ass, and he literally goes, "Next time I see him, I'm webbing the crap out of him," or whatever he said, right? And then he moves on for football. So he's more so doing it because his pride was hurt that he got beaten up before, the football thing got to his head. And secondly, I want to make this clear, Peter doesn't have any direct lead to Sandman. The best he would do is swing around the city and hope to find him.
Yeah, but at
which
least
is kind of a
like,
shot in the dark.
Yeah, but at least like if he's attentive to this, he can be alerted of something that happens. If he's busy playing football, he can't do that. And it's pretty reasonable to assume that.
I mean, in fairness, you can say that about any crime ever in the city. If he's more attentive, he would be alert of any crime that could have happened, even crimes that he might have missed before because of a failing to stop it.
Yeah, but it's not just a case of like, because I agree it's probably part of it that he's mad that Sandman beat his ass in the fight, but he also does it for reasons rooted in responsibility.
Yeah, but he's not thinking of that now.
I think he should. If he's trying to go after Sandman.
Well, it's like deep down, that's still going to be a reason, which is why he snaps out of it once he realizes what's going on with Harry. But at that moment, he's more so upset that his pride was hurt because Sandman beat him. He was focused on getting Sandman back. But then, like, his ego went to football once Liz, changed the direction of where, his ego would go, which is why he went to football some more.
Yeah, but doesn't that
the whole arc of the episode is him regressing based off him trying. It's different than Amazing Fantasy because in Amazing Fantasy, once he gets his powers, he's immediately being selfish with it. He was doing something selfless for Harry, but it turned into something selfish because he didn't keep his ego in check.
Okay, so
Alright.
You're saying that like basically he kind of got corrupted in the process of doing it.
Yeah, it was good intentions, but then his ego got the better of him because he's still a kid and he's still like he still has that resentment for people like Flash and yada yada yada. And then once it was pointed out what he's doing, you'd notice he stops. He immediately like fumbles on football and he immediately goes for Sandman instead and all that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
I was going to add.
I am the ultimate spectacular glazer. All right, you can have fun now, Power. I already did my disagreement day.
Okay, there was another thing I was going to add to that, like what Liam said in regards to him being a kid. This is also something that's kind of just speaking from experience myself, is that typically that, like, sorry, I have a stuttering problem.
That's alright.
It's also the reason why I feel the need to prepare myself for eventually debating you on Arkham Knight because of this.
Well, that surely won't be on a disagreement day. I'll tell you that much.
Like I said in regards, it was also like when Liz spoke to him that and wanting to also impress Liz, a girl that he, from what I can remember, is attracted to.
No, yeah, we already heard that point. Like, I think we're in agreement.
Yeah,
Um,
like I said, that was also kind of just me speaking from experience of being a teenager myself.
What about any other points in the video? Is there anything else you disagree with, or?
No, that was the only immediate one that I could think of.
All right.
Yeah, now I'm going to dip for real because I'm pretty sure it's getting close for it to be time for me to go to sleep.
All right.
So, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See you later. I think it's really. I think it's funny that I stole that one. That was funny. Just, oh wait, I'm interested. It's mine now. That one's
Yeah, it's
mine.
mine now, bitch.
My precious.
Man.
Well, yeah, season 1 better than season 2, pretty easily.
Season
I have
1
to-
better
I have a
than
lot to
season
say about
2.
Ninjago. City of Ember, nobody cares about your Ninjago takes. No one cares.
They're probably shit anyway, so who cares?
He shouldn't. He shouldn't jog go outside.
Season 2 of Ninjago sucks. Well, it's probably better than anything you've written, so.
Bro can't even properly defend the fact that literally Wonder Woman let the reign of Hitler reign on.
Exactly.
So yeah, Season Ember.
I don't think anyone could defend that.
No one can defend. That's why I said I was so confident in the beginning of the video, saying, once you watch this, you're gonna walk away thinking this is one of the worst DC movies ever made, and that's why I'm confident in it. You can't defend that. You literally can't.
But I'm City of Ember.
Oh no!
Why is City of Ember British for you?
I don't. Cause
What?
He is.
Oi,
Sounds-
mate.
Oh,
City of Ember.
I'm City of
this?
Ember. That's not what he sounds like.
So, JM left a post saying, "Good afternoon, everyone. Ember is a pathetic dog shit liar." What is
Ooh,
this?
wait. Who?
Ember is a pathetic dog shit liar. He's posted something there.
Yeah, but who said that?
JM said it.
Jan?
No, JM.
Oh, okay. You got me hyped up for a second there.
Ember's in Colin's server. I left after the whole issue. Amazing every word you said was wrong. Amazing how you don't learn your lessons at all. Like, when people repeatedly ask you to quit pestering them, doesn't change the fact that you decided to join a known doxer server all because your feelings were hurt. Really, you don't care. You can't do anything to me. Listen, Ember, I understand that being ridiculed for knowingly joining a doxer server is offensive to you. And I'm very sorry that offends you. Did you know I didn't know? Did you know I didn't know? I left after the whole issue with Colin. Issue with SK. Oh.
Alright, I think we're done here.
It's the explanation.
Who cares?
I don't fucking know.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, we're
Not
done
enough
here.
disagreements are happening.
Yeah, goodbye,
I want to watch
everybody.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is gonna be a fun one. Attack of the Clones is
It's gonna be
great, right?
great.
It's a masterpiece.
In my heart, it's a masterpiece.
In your heart,
In my soul, that movie's a 20 out of 10.
I think in your heart, All right, goodbye, everybody. Bring more toxicity in the next one. Who knows?
Yes.
We want
Please.
blood. We want blood.
I fucking hate you all. Goodbye.